It's all about humanity. 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 It's all about humanity.
I don't know. Are we ready for this? Are we ready for this? I think we're ready for this. Hold on. Let's bring it in proper style.
Distance nerding.
Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Distance Nerding live stream. I got to apologize for last week. We started off late. Didn't get to do it in the way we normally do it, but just got to get into it here. So without further ado, let me introduce you guys to our esteemed panel of guests tonight, considering that Aaron Thick is off again this week. So first off, I got to bring back my boy Emmett. Emmett's in the building. Emmett stays with me everywhere I go. So Emmett is in the building here. Next up, you know her, you love her. It's Phoenix. There it is. What up, Phoenix? How you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm always good. You know me. Always trying to be entertaining when I'm not. So next person we have on stream here, we brought him back. He's a great guy, and he's basically the living embodiment of a junior baseball player. We're bringing him back. Squints is in the building. What up, Squints? How you doing tonight, man?
Not bad, but the only reason why I came tonight, because I don't know if you can see my cup, but it says I was told there would be tacos.
Tacos all the time. We live in tacos. If we could swim in tacos, that would be the thing. But guys, we had to bring him back. Just because we are doing the Vader build. As you can see, I've got half a Vader head here. Since we're building his head, and I don't know if you guys can see my shirt, but keep calm and join the dark side with his face on here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're bringing back the Dark Lord himself, C. Andrew Nelson.
Greetings again from the dark side. Actually, they never let me leave. They just sent for fresh clothes to be brought in.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It sounds about right.
Yeah.
How are you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Actually, I had to come back. I have to finish this thing out. We started it. We didn't finish it. Got to make sure you got your head on straight. Your Vader head.
See, there we go. Right. That's
He's going to make sure Vader wins.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right? Vader wins everything.
No, I'm happy to be back. I really am.
I kind of feel the pressure here.
Now, Mr. AA said he's on his way. He's running a little bit late right now. He's got to drop off his daughter, but we will see him soon. So we are going to go ahead and get started, guys. Let's go ahead and bring in this bracket here. And I'm going to go ahead and start building.
All right. So I don't think, actually, we haven't even finished the bracket. So we're just going to pop right in.
Oh, by the way,
Previously on Distance Nerding.
I know, right? My drink sponsor this week is Black Rifle Coffee. If they want to sponsor us, by all means, please do. But I am drinking it by my own volition here. So this is what's going into Emmett's head here.
Show is also brought to you by water. H2O. Ask for it by name.
I've got plenty of that too.
Oh, I hope you don't mind. I brought a friend with me.
Oh, we got. Oh, it's you.
I am beside myself tonight.
Nice.
I love that. Wait a minute. I gotta zoom in on this just so everybody can see that it's Vader on Vader.
That is actually me too, by the way.
Oh, is that this?
That is a standee that I posed for.
Nice.
Sweet.
How do you identify that thing? I just have to ask before we jump in. How do you identify like which one is you?
There are little things that show me which ones are me. I mean, first of all, I know there was a whole huge photo session that we did at Skywalker Ranch in the archives building, which we set up as a corner of it to be a photo studio, and we shot a lot of publicity photos. This would have been back around 2004, 2005, around in there. Maybe 2003, I'm not sure. But we just shot a ton of stuff, and it ended up everywhere on all kinds of things. And so I can tell there are different things about the costume that I can tell are different because there, I was wearing the original costume. They even said D. Prowse on the inside when I first started. But then after a while, they kept thinking, well, we need to preserve that. It needs to be museum quality, and we can't keep sending it out for different things unless it was a really high-profile shoot of some sort. Then they made some replicas, and they're slightly different. I can just tell by that. I can tell by the lighting. I can see the reflection in the eyes of the mask. That was the lighting setup we had inside the archives building at Skywalker Ranch. There was actually a standee that I posed for previous to this, where we shot it outside the archives building at Skywalker Ranch. And the archives building looks like a giant barn. I mean, it's a perfectly, climate-controlled building on the inside for all these archives. But outside, it looks like a big barn, big light blue barn. So when we shot outside for the first standee that I did, and if you've ever seen it, it's an old standee where Vader is coming towards the camera and he's got his saber down like that, and he's coming at you. And the saber is kind of purplish for some reason. That's the way they printed it. But the weird thing is, if you look closely in the mask, you can see the reflection of the ranch in the lenses of the mask. So there's all these green hills.
I need to go look that up. I guarantee somebody's pointed that out on the internet because it's
probably it's probably. People don't.
Look, I can see the ranch. Yeah.
I can see the ranch from here.
Yeah, because I walked by
station.
I walked by an old poster recently. It was like a couple days ago, and I was like, I wonder if he posed for that because it was like Vader, and he was like his hand was coming towards you. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I wonder if that's
is that the one like this? Mm-hmm. Is it the Revenge of the Sith poster?
Yeah.
The Who's Your Daddy pose?
Yeah.
It was me.
Yeah, it's totally me.
Yes.
Actually, that was the one I wasn't certain about because they did so much photoshopping on that until I saw the photo. The photo was used for some novel without all that photoshopping on it, and then I could clearly see it was me. It was my costume. So, yeah.
I love when there's like so much that's happened. It's like, I can't even tell 90% of the time if it was me. I don't remember doing that shoot, but apparently it was. I looked at the suit.
I have done a lot of photo shoots and stuff, but I am able to deduce whether it's me or not, just from a lot of different things. Just body language, just the way I stood and everything. But also, if in most cases, unless it was like a publicity photo that's going to be used on toy packaging and things like that, I remember the actual thing that we did. I remember the shoot. I remember the circumstances, and it was usually a definable thing, whether it was a particular commercial or if it was a special edition, or if it was one of the LucasArts games or something like that. I can remember what it was.
That's another thing I was wondering because they're starting to advertise Disneyland again now that COVID is sort of lifting a little bit. And like you're starting to see Vader. I saw an old commercial where Vader's walking through and he got on the ride or something.
Yeah, that was not me. That was not me.
That was not you.
That was a day player from the Los Angeles area that they put in for that.
That the same dude that does like the he does the dancing on that one video.
I don't know. I don't know who that was. I think that might have been somebody that works for the parks. So that's a funny video. Yeah.
That video is
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah.
The guy that does the dancing and same thing. Like didn't they have like him and Boba Fett dancing together or something like that?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Boba Fett was dancing. I think it was all part of the whole the whole like Jedi Training Academy thing that they do at Tomorrowland, at Disneyland, and down at Walt Disney World. You know, the weird thing is I will watch because I'm a big Disney theme park fanatic, and I'll watch different
we all
you know, vloggers that go to
Yes.
Disneyland and they shoot, you know, footage of their trip to Disneyland, because that's how big a nerd I am. I'll just keep watching everybody's vlog and until I can get back there. But it drives me crazy when I'll see like the official in-house Vader for Disneyland or Walt Disney World, and they've got the costume on wrong.
Oh yeah, and like
Usually it's the chest box. They usually have the chest box too low.
Right.
Little things like that drives me crazy.
Of all people to be able to judge, it has to be you because you are.
Yeah.
Vader.
For
So it's
sure.
like,
Remember, it's a chest box. It's not a gut box. So
I was gonna say, hey, Vader's getting a little old. He's like, you know, he's aging.
yes.
You drank a little bit too much craft beer.
well, that's just, it's
Pull
just
their
sagging.
way up above
Yeah.
their waist, so it's like somewhere. Yeah, so it's kind of like the opposite of that. The chest box keeps getting lower and lower, I guess.
It's a breathing regulator, isn't it?
Look at me,
Yeah.
Dark Lord of the
Yeah.
Sith and fashion police or something. This is
Look at us.
Dark
You
side
doing that
fashion
here?
police.
I didn't.
No, but I have to imagine after a certain amount of time, like you get to a point where you're saying, you know, maybe because there's been so much positing done of all the stuff you've done, it's got to be at some point where you go, okay, is that me? Is that not? Is that?
Yeah, I mean, it's that. Like I said, that was why that one photo from that was the promotional photo for Revenge of the Sith on that "Who's Your Daddy" poster. That was why I didn't know for certain if that was me or not. Okay, that's that one where you've got the hand coming right at you, huge in the foreground, and then the big Mustafar lava flames in the background. I didn't know if that was me or not until I saw it without all the photoshopping. So other than that, I'm pretty good at it. And in fact, I'm really big on not signing. Like when I do conventions or things like that, and people bring things to me that they want me to sign, or when people send me stuff through the mail, I'm really big about not signing photos of anybody else as Vader. And that's not an ego thing. That's like, I don't feel that's right to them, to the other actors.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's not fair to Dave Prowse and his memory, or Bob Anderson, or anybody else, or Hayden, or anyone. Unless it's a multi-sign where they're trying to get as many people as possible to sign it. The only guy I think who can legitimately sign any photo of Vader is James Earl Jones. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So was Hayden in the suit at any point?
Yes,
filming?
yeah, that's him at the end of Revenge of the Sith.
Really? How tall is Hayden?
Sort of a scaled down. Well, he's about 6'1". So they made sort of a scaled down version of the costume for him.
Because I was going to say, I mean, if he's 6'1", he's not far off.
No.
Well, they did kind of put him up a little higher than the Emperor and that sort of thing.
Yeah. But I mean, like,
it's funny. When I first met Hayden, like 4 days after he was cast as Anakin, we were doing a photo shoot for Premiere Magazine together, and he was very nervous. Do I have the photo? Oh, maybe I have the photo. Here we go.
He would have been a baby.
No, me and George there. So he walks into the studio and he sees me like this, everything except the head. And Hayden was very, very nervous. But because to me, all eyes are on you instantly. The paparazzi's already following him around 4 days in. He's already done an interview for Entertainment Tonight. It's like, it's crazy how the publicity machine kicks in right away. And I knew he was nervous. But the moment I met him, I said to the folks from Lucasfilm, Jillian Libbard, who was working, she was already sizing him up for costumes and everything like that. I said, he's going to play Vader in episode 3. And they go, no, it's going to be you. It's going to be, no, it's going to be him. You watch it. And he earned it. I think he earned it. I like Hayden a lot. I really do. I like him as an actor, and I like him just personally. I think he's a great guy.
It's so funny because he got so much hate when he was originally Vader.
Yeah.
And he was playing Anakin, but now it's so funny. You see the cycles where they're like, "Oh, Hayden."
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad to see.
Now
him.
everybody loves him now. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm more of the I'm more of the crowd that I'm willing to give him a second chance and see if there's a better performance. I don't hold that performance against him, just because he didn't have much to act off of. He was
right. Well, you know, if you Star Wars is not the actor's medium. It isn't. I mean, you should never judge anybody's acting ability, except Harrison Ford. You should never judge anybody's acting ability by a Star Wars film. I mean,
that's not how the Force works.
In anything, I mean,
Right.
but it's a hard thing to act in, and so if you have any problems with Hayden's performance, blame that guy.
I mean, that is the guy I blame for the most part.
What George asked him to do.
And that's why I'm willing to give him a second chance, hearing that he's going to be playing in the Obi-Wan series, because I love Obi-Wan Kenobi. He is the saving grace of the first 3 movies for me.
Ewan McGregor just nailed it. He was
yes, he did.
Wonderful.
So I mean,
he did it from a place of love too. Because he loves Star Wars and he loves that character and everything. So I can't imagine what it was like when he got the call to do that.
Yeah,
so it is true. He actually on set when he was swinging the lightsaber, he was making the sound, and they had to tell him not to.
There's rumors we're going to see Hayden on Obi-Wan Kenobi, which I'm interested to see because he's actually become old enough to be Anakin, right? Like,
yeah. Well, actually, they confirmed that already. They confirmed that he is playing Anakin Skywalker for the series.
I'm so happy for him. I really am.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. Is he going to be in the suit, or is he going to be Ghost Anakin?
No,
I
honestly think it's going to be flashbacks. I think they're going to be doing more like flashbacks of them in the Clone Wars.
Yeah, I imagine they'll do the series very different than the films, so that it's just like the Mandalorian doesn't follow the same kind of pattern of filmmaking or storytelling as the movies do. It shouldn't, because it's not movies, it's television. It's the modern equivalent of television, streaming. So.
Well, I think it is time to jump right into, on that note, finish our Star Wars bracket.
Yes.
Otherwise, we're not going to finish it, so we should do it.
Right. I'll shut up.
So it is actually Anakin Skywalker's wife, Padme Amidala, against his droid, C-3PO.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
So we're saying Anakin's son versus Anakin's wife.
No. Well,
3PO is technically his son.
Yeah.
Anakin's butler.
Yeah, right. I think that's more like it.
I mean, he's technically.
Now are we doing 3PO in general, or 3PO from like Phantom Menace or something, or is it just 3PO
in general?
Okay. All right. My vote, 3PO.
3PO.
That's an easy one.
Yeah. I think Phil will flip.
If Padme gets past the first round, I'm going to be pissed, because she ruined the last bracket.
Yes, she did.
I'm
going to go 3PO as well.
Win. Girl power. Like I seriously, I like the actress. I like the character. It's just me. That's me.
Yeah. I like the actress. I like the character. I actually liked her better in other films, like V for Vendetta. She's fantastic.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's killer in V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
No, I don't have anything against her. It was character-wise, Padme Amidala versus Darth Maul, and Amidala won. Like, how do you beat Darth Maul? I guess
you slice him in half. I told you.
But I mean, he came back, and he was one of the most compelling. He is one of the most compelling characters in Star Wars. So I mean, like,
I think we've got Senior Nilsson freezing though. Or am I freezing?
It might be full.
I got to go with 3PO. He represents Star Wars. He's the ambassador of Star Wars.
He really is, and it's kind of told.
And so is Anthony. I mean, Anthony's like the ambassador of Star Wars. He has been for years. So.
No.
But we've got 3 for Padme already.
Okay.
And then
And
let's see. With your vote, it's 2 for C3PO.
no, it's 3 or 5 total.
5 for 3PO?
Yeah, because there's 2 in chat, and then R3.
Oh, I'm not seeing the second one. No. Diana posted twice.
Oh, did she?
Oh,
Okay.
no. She said 1 for her and 1 for Joe. Okay, so 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
But who did Phil choose?
3PO.
Okay, so 6 then for 3PO.
So it's 3 against 6.
Yes.
Okay. So C3PO.
Yes. Excellent.
I know.
Excellent.
We are going with Lando Calrissian and Boba Fett.
Oh,
Ooh.
God. The Fett.
Oh,
Okay, that's a
Yeah.
tough one. That is a tough one.
Yeah.
Dang. See, I knew we'd get to this spot where it'd be harder to choose.
Okay,
You did all
I love
stuff.
Lando Calrissian. He is one of the greatest characters in Star Wars. I will never bring that against him, but Boba Fett is my favorite character.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the thing is especially now that there's actually like more substance story-wise, and it's not just, oh, he's a badass-looking character that spawned
Yeah.
an entire race in Star Wars.
Oh.
Yeah.
We got chat going all Boba.
Yeah, it's hard because if you were judging it just on the films, then I'd have to go with Lando. But if
Right.
you're judging it on everything that has, like you said, that has spawned out of the films towards Boba Fett, towards the Mandalorian, towards just that whole design and everything that has been built up. I mean, if it wasn't for Boba Fett right now, we wouldn't have this wonderful storyline of the Mandalorian and all the stuff that's going on with Disney Plus.
Right.
So.
Absolutely.
That's a tough call. Wow. Maybe I need to get a coin and flip it here.
But again, now that that Boba Fett, I mean, he's getting his own show, and just
Mhm.
the second season of The Mandalorian, and just him showing out was just beautiful.
Okay, you used your Jedi mind tricks on me. I'm going with Boba.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna vote Lando, and now I'm going with Boba. I have altered the deal. I don't
All right, let's go with Boba.
okay.
Next one is Ezra Bridger versus Chewbacca.
Who versus Chewbacca?
Ezra Bridger from Rebels.
Oh, again, I say who? So,
Yeah.
Chewie.
He's a
I gotta
new
vote Chewie.
character,
mhm.
but we're gonna see him more with the new Mandalorian season.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, I have personal reasons for choosing Chewie.
Yeah.
Because Vader's my favorite character. Actually, always has been since the beginning, before I was ever Vader. But Peter Mayhew was such a dear friend. It's like I'm biased. I'm totally biased here. I gotta stick with Chewie.
And I think the chat actually agrees with you. It is a landslide.
Landslide with Chewie.
Yeah.
The problem with Ezra Bridger is most people don't know who he is, and that's
True.
kind of a travesty for him. But I mean, more people will know who he is as time goes on.
Do the same bracket maybe a year from now, and
I know.
he might get more votes.
Yeah,
I know, because we've had people go who for Thrawn, but they're gonna know who he is soon.
Yeah, Admiral Thrawn. That's another one that kind of like.
What are they? 12?
Yeah, I don't know who that is. Like Admiral Thrawn is like one of the.
I never heard of Admiral Thrawn. Daddy, who's Admiral Thrawn?
That's Grand.
Well,
Thrawn.
they're used to this thing called
Grand.
books.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't even have to mention Ezra because Chewie took it.
Yeah. By the way, he
Let the
went to
Wookiee win. Yes.
the Wookiee.
They definitely let the Wookiee win.
Yes.
Okay, so next we have up. I'm switching between these two. Let's see. Poe Dameron versus Mace Windu. I mean,
That's kind of a hard one, just because
Yeah,
there's cases for both characters.
there is.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I like Mace for a couple of reasons. One, I think he's an interesting character. Two, it's Sam Jackson. Come on.
Yeah. I
The
mean,
only Star Wars
He just
character that ever
commands
said
the
fucker.
screen, you know. But
Mhm.
you know, Poe Dameron was one of the characters that I actually liked from the sequels, and I'm not a big fan of the sequels, but I thought he was an interesting character. I thought he was completely, sidelined by the time he got to Last Jedi, but
Oh yeah.
I thought he was an interesting guy.
Who talks first? You talk first. I talk first.
I kind of love that he was because in the original, I don't know how much of a original source material nerd you are, but you actually talked about it, Phil, how he was Luke and Han were the same character in the original version.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you
And-
read the original
Yeah.
Star Wars story, that basically there was Han and Luke were basically like an amalgamation of like the same character. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then Lucas decided to separate them, but it was just kind of like, and Luke was way older. Like his name
Yeah.
was Starkiller, I think.
Mhm.
In fact, there's a Funko Pop Starkiller, but Poe is what I imagine that would be if Han and Luke were the same character.
I thought you were going to say you combined him with Mace. It's Mace Dameron or something.
No,
Poe Windu.
no. Because
Yeah,
he's
that-
very, he's
starting to look
sort of,
more like you. Look at that.
Yeah. How about that?
By the way, I should mention to you, you are frozen. We only see your photo.
Really? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, what can I do about that? Let me see. Hold on.
Nope.
Nope.
No, it hasn't changed anything.
It's a slideshow. Okay. Wow. I wonder what
All
happened.
good. All good.
I can always leave and come back. Let me see
No,
what
don't
happens.
go.
Don't go. All right. Weird. Okay.
Let's see. We've got. Oh, what do we got for the chat?
We have 4
Anyway,
for
okay.
Mace, 3 for
I'm
Poe.
voting Mace.
Mace. I gotta go Poe.
Yeah.
I've already talked myself into Poe.
I haven't voted yet. I'm
Neither have I.
I'm honestly broken on this one because Mace Windu, character-wise, if we're not looking at that, it's Sam Jackson, because that automatically should be like, it's Sam Jackson, right? But I mean,
Yes.
if we're not looking at it's Sam Jackson,
Minox on a plane.
I know
Yeah.
that is the greatest reference ever, right there.
Wow.
Minox on a plane. Kids, if you've never seen Star Wars, you will never get the reference.
No.
But what the way that I look at it is Mace Windu, the character. If you look at him again in the cartoons, if you look at him in the books, is way more badass than he's portrayed on screen.
Mhm.
I mean, they kind of like make it sound like he's a badass, but you never really see him be a badass. But in like the cartoons, he is like the biggest badass. So it's kind of like
Better.
Yeah, it's much better.
We got
Hey,
you
it's
back in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all washed out now, but hey, I'm back. So
Oh, we're losing Phil too now.
Yeah.
I passed it to him.
Right.
It's infectious.
It's like a computer virus. This is great.
Yes.
We lost our Legos.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So what's the so you're
What's the consensus
voting
here?
Mace,
So
right? What's our tally?
4-4 right now.
4-4. Oh no.
So, and without Phil's vote, we're 4-5 because I'm gonna vote Mace.
So who's winning this one? Mace?
Mace so far.
We've
If-
got
if-
4-5, Phil, for
Maybe he had to leave because he stepped on a Lego. That's painful.
Yeah, that hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. He voted Mace.
All right.
Okay, so
So Mace.
Mace it is.
Mace. Yep.
All right. So okay, here we go. Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Jabba the Hutt.
Kenobi.
Kenobi.
Let's see.
Kenobi.
Big, ugly, mean, slimy thing, or
Right.
handsome Jedi.
Ian McGregor. Yeah.
Ewan McGregor.
You gotta vote for your brother, right? Like,
Yeah. Gotta vote for Ewan. Gotta vote for Obi-Wan. And besides, when I was in high school, I dressed as Obi-Wan. Back before it was even called, cosplay. It was just called costuming back then.
yeah.
I'm amazed that nobody has found my high school yearbook and found the group photo of the drama club from my senior year. And I'm in the photo dressed as Obi-Wan Kenobi, or I guess I was Andy-Wan Kenobi. So,
Excuse me while I go contact one of your classmates.
Obi-2.
Quick gets on Facebook. Okay, did anybody go to high school with Seander Nelson? Do you have the yearbook? At this point, I might as well just post it myself. So.
Do it.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I did. I think I showed it during one of my. I think I showed it during my Halloween live stream on my Quadacy channel. So I was talking about costumes.
Now I have to go look. Oh, I'm the main.
Yes. Now you have to put the Lego together.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
I-
Hurry
A long
over
range,
to Phil's.
you can do it.
I think he's resetting his internet. We're gonna move on to.
That's right. We're all professionals here. So
Yes,
there
yes,
we go.
yes.
why am I so washed out? This is terrible. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
We
Yeah.
can
Yes,
do.
we can hear you.
All right. I restarted my browser just in case because it seemed like I was having some connection issues there. It seems like everything's fine. So
Good.
we should be good from
Everything under control. Situation normal.
Sweet.
here. How are you?
How are you? Yeah. Boring conversation anyway.
Yes.
Okay. This one's interesting. Luke versus Ahsoka.
Dang it!
Yeah.
I knew we were going to get to this.
Luke versus Ahsoka.
Basically his two kids.
Yeah.
This is like the Boba versus Lando thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, Lando's is such a great character and an integral character, but Boba's so cool. And Luke is the heart of Star Wars, but Ahsoka is so cool. So
What's funny is these two characters specifically were like at the end of Mandalorian season 2 when everybody's like, "Oh, who's coming in?"
spoilers.
Everybody wanted it to be Ahsoka.
Yeah.
But then when Luke showed up, everybody lost their collective shit.
Yes, they did.
So I kind
But
of
you
have
shouldn't be
to
trying to
vote.
collect that stuff anyway. So,
I have to vote for Ahsoka. Like, I don't know. I really, really loved how because there was a lot of haters, and they put that to bed when they interwove her into the final episode.
yeah.
Right minutes before she's talking to the council, seconds before Order 66. So
Yeah.
I mean, you're sort of like, okay, I buy it. And then you realize that she's why Anakin is in such a good mood when, they jump into the fight. So I kind of loved how they rolled her into the story. I love Ahsoka.
I absolutely agree and respect that opinion. I gotta vote Luke though. He's just he is Star Wars. He's the heart of Star Wars. He is what represents George in Star Wars.
I agree in this instance, just because Luke is the entire story revolves around Luke. Like even if you look into the prequels, it's basically the story of his parents to get to where he is, and then the sequels are him passing the torch. I mean, like Luke is the driving force of the entire saga.
Even
All I
when
can
he's not there, his presence is still felt.
Right.
All I can say is just please give us one scene with Ahsoka and Luke one day, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotta
It's
bring
gonna
Luke
happen.
back again.
It's gonna happen just mainly because Ahsoka is aware of his presence, and I mean they have
Right.
they have a connection through Grogu at this point. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Next we've got
a connection through his father.
Oh,
but
did Phil? Did you vote?
it's a landslide Luke. Everyone's
Oh,
I
Luke.
was gonna say Luke
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Not even another vote for Ahsoka besides you.
There was two
Two.
for Ahsoka.
Okay.
First,
All right,
first
all
is
right.
like 7.
And like I said, I love Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka Tano is a
Yeah.
great character. I just think that Luke is the series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there would be no Star Wars without Luke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. True.
That last conversation between Obi-Wan and I mean, I'm a huge animation fan too. The last conversation between Obi-Wan and Maul kind of seals it. You know, he's like he's going to save us all. So
Yeah.
Next we've got Dooku versus R2-D2.
Count Dooku,
D2.
R2,
Okay.
Dooku D2.
Dooku D2. Dooku R2-D2.
Yeah. Say that 3 times fast.
Dooku
Yeah,
R2,
right.
D2? Dooku D2 Bantha.
R2. I mean, R2. I've got to go R2. R2's telling the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's like the grandfather in Princess Bride.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to agree with you.
Yeah.
Christopher Lee is my absolute favorite actor. Never really got to work with him other than on my monitor at ILM for Attack of the Clones, but got to speak to him on the phone once when I was like a squeaky voiced young teen.
Look how weird.
Called
look how
into a
weird
radio
Dak
station
is getting, guys.
and asked him a really stupid question, but.
So obviously this is the underneath the helmet, right? But I mean, like the weird stacking that they have underneath it here.
It's just stuffing. It's Vader brains. That's what. But yeah, I got to go with R2. I got to go with R2.
I gotta go to the no. I mean, Dooku is a formidable character, absolutely well written. I love how much backstory they give him. Like, not many characters in Star Wars get as much backstory as he gets.
I know. Yeah.
Yep.
Other than the
So
droids.
you took it.
Yeah.
The fact that and again the fact that he took in his Sith name, he took his title from the planet that he was from.
Yeah.
Just I always saw that as just kind of like that's how much of a badass I am. Is even in my like I'm Darth Tyrannus, but I'm gonna go by Count Dooku because I am a count of the planet that I am from.
Yeah. It's like I took over my whole planet. Now I'm going for yours.
Mhm.
That'd be interesting. It'd be like he
Almost
changed
like
his
Dr.
name every time he conquered a planet.
Like he's almost like Doctor Doom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Leia goes by princess even after she's not a princess, so.
True.
Whereas her mother doesn't. Her mother starts off
Right.
as a queen and doesn't go by Queen Amidala the whole time, so.
He goes by Senator later on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He goes by Senator. Well, Leia was a general too, wasn't she? So went by that.
I love that part.
Mhm.
Qui-Gon versus I assume R2 took it, so we'll go on to Qui-Gon versus
Yes.
Leia.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's a painful one.
Liam,
If it had been Qui-Gon up against just about any other main character, I might have gone Qui-Gon. I got to go with Leia on this.
Yeah, I kind of got to go.
agree.
That's like that like rips at my soul because I love Qui-Gon Jinn, but like
Yeah.
Princess Leia is just so integral to the entire story. And if we're gonna talk about just badassness, like just the lengths that Leia goes for the rebellion.
Yeah.
Not just that, but you realize she's the only one of the Skywalkers who is never tempted by the dark side.
Mhm.
Never.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look what it froze on this time.
Oh.
Oh, great. At least I'm happy. It doesn't look like I don't look like a total geek there. I could have my tongue sticking out or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, the whole chat is Leia.
geez.
All right.
Hold
Yep,
on.
it's landslide.
Yeah. Okay, you're gonna love this one. Yoda versus Vader.
Wow. Wonder who I'm going to pick for that.
I have no idea.
Hmm.
Let me ask this guy. Okay. Vader.
You said Yoda, right?
Vader. Vader. Vader, I said. Yeah.
I heard two Vader.
Oh, Ray, get out of here with that, dude. Ray comes in and says, "I vote Captain Kirk."
Look.
Oh,
Oh, we got one for Yoda right now in the chat.
Okay,
Aaron, no.
You know, Yoda already beat me out once.
that's true.
When it came time for them to have, when they were making the U.S. postage stamps, the Star Wars stamps, there was one that was going to be the big main representative for all the stamps, and they had a vote. You know, the public voted, and it was Yoda.
Little green guy.
Stand by him.
Lick me, you will.
What you say?
They were self-accusing.
Let's see.
Take what that does.
Let's see. Oh, wow.
Let me
I'm gonna-
just call Frank Oz and see if he's willing to give me that character at this point, right? Just
Let's see. We've got
Who won that
Vader.
one?
Six.
Vader.
So,
Thank you.
Vader.
Vader.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
And then we've got 1,
1,
2 Yoda.
3, 2 Yoda. Yeah.
I mean,
Nah, I mean, you could choose either one. They're both really important. I mean, they're both represent, you know, the power of both sides of the Force. So yeah.
I love Ray's comment. I vote Vader because I can't see the hair in his ears.
Ray, if you didn't know, right?
3 fingers I
man-
have. Tweezers are hard.
Ray, this man right here is the man that played Darth Vader. If you're not, if you haven't been,
I'm one of them. Yes.
he's one of
And do I need to show it again? There we go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
All right, hold on. You pull it up. So too late. Trust me by my size, you do. Size matters not.
So Vader took it.
Vader. Yep.
Han versus BB-8.
Oh, Han Solo, please, please. If anybody fights me on this, I will find you and I will kill you. No.
Oh,
Han
just give me a
Solo.
blaster and I'm taking care of
By
BB-8.
the way, Han shot first. Anyone argues with that, then aside from Lucas, you're wrong.
I love how the literal main characters are going to go head to head. Yeah, Han.
Speaking of Han shooting first, I saw all the versions of that before it was actually released, and they kept working on it and working on it and working on it, and it just yeah.
Let's solve it right now. Did
The
Han
early
shoot
versions
first?
of it just looked really bad. So
Well, so the big thing was that George was like on the fence on how he wanted to do that because he wanted to portray Han as a hero after a while, right?
yeah. There's a big problem with it though. when you change that scene, you rob Han Solo of his story arc.
Yeah,
Because
and
it starts off
always an
with
argument.
him being this absolute mercenary, and you get the feeling like if it got into a real pinch and it came down to like him or Chewie, well, bye-bye Chewie. But then when you get to Return of the Jedi, he cares nothing about himself. He's completely self-sacrificing, and that's a wonderful story arc.
And
But
that's the argument
that
that I
one
make all the
scene
time.
sets up exactly what Han's character is like.
And that
I'm
was
frozen again.
that was my ultimate problem. That was my ultimate problem with the Solo movie, was that they made him out to be a complete hero, but it's like, no, but you ruin the entire story arc of Han Solo, because Han Solo was never a underlying hero. He was always I'm out for myself, and I'm a scumbag. Basically, is what it was.
Yeah.
He was a scumbag.
A scoundrel. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a scoundrel. And the whole thing
he's the one character in Star Wars that didn't need a backstory. We didn't need to know what happened before New Hope with him, really.
Right.
In my opinion.
Let's solve this
I like
right
the
now.
mystery.
Did Han shoot first?
Yes.
Yes.
Han shot first.
Han shot first.
When it comes to the best version of the story arc, Han shot first.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we have Rey versus
Phil,
C-3PO.
Just a little reminder. Ray said you couldn't say the line from Taken because you got flagged for it during the discussion last time.
Seriously?
Oh.
Yes, it was a couple
Really?
episodes ago or live streams ago.
Wow.
Han
Was it the
Solo.
algorithm just picked
Very
up
nice.
something in that?
The algorithm picked up that of
Mhm.
all things?
How bizarre.
I know. These
We
algorithms are weird.
we have Rey versus C-3PO.
3PO. All day, every day. Twice on Sunday.
I love how it's literally going to be the main characters all going up against each other.
I wish that I could I know, right? I wish that I could say the line as fast as Hamill does
Oh,
when he
yeah.
starts talking
Oh,
about 3PO converting all the power.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Divert all the power to... Like, oh my god.
I know.
I
It's
that
like,
line.
my gosh, how he was able to get that out.
Well, you realize he probably hit that line like probably 50 million times. Take it again. Take it again. Take it again.
Yeah. Because none of those lines are easy. I mean, you got Harrison Ford tripping over his line, marching into the detention center, and it's like, he's marching into the detention center. He's got an extra syllable in there.
Right.
And then it recently came out. I love the story about how Bespin, that they had partied with Eric Idle the night before that scene.
Mhm.
and I think Guns N' Roses showed up or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty
All
funny.
right. So did 3PO win that?
Are we all 3PO?
I'm 3PO.
Wow, Ray's taking it.
What?
Are we all 3PO?
1,
I want a forensic audit.
3, 4, Ray. Are we all C-3PO? We're all
3PO.
C-3PO.
Yeah.
So it's 4-4.
Oh, okay. Ooh, what do we do in the event of a tie?
Oh, come on, guys.
Come on. We need
We need one more person in the
One
chat.
more.
No cheating.
I was gonna say, in the event of a tie, it comes down to our group and whoever. The tiebreaker was basically like us versus us.
Chat.
No, not
Oh,
even that.
wow.
It comes down to if it's a split, then it comes down to the four of us and whoever.
Okay. Well, then how did the four of us vote?
I think we all voted for
all of us vote 3PO.
for
3PO.
3PO. Okay. Sorry, chat.
So guys, side of the stream with you. So guys, vote or else 3PO is gonna win if you really want to win.
Yeah. Oh, C-3PO.
Okay.
Okay.
Did we get one more vote for 3PO?
We got
in
one
the-
more for C-3PO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's fine. Yeah.
All right.
All right. So next one is Boba versus Chewie. I know.
I go Fett every time. I love Chew. Trust me, I love. I not just because of Mayhew, because Mayhew was an amazing actor, but I mean,
Mhm.
it's the Fett is my character. Like just
Yeah.
I gravitate towards that character so much.
I want to see him go
Boba
against
Fett.
Han.
Oh wow. Yeah.
I want to see him go against Han.
Okay. I'm voting Chewie.
The response Solo. That'd be so good.
I'm voting Chewie.
Who's your vote?
I love
Either
Phoenix.
one.
If it comes down to Han versus Boba Fett, we know who wins this.
Yeah, we've seen that one.
Because-
True.
but I mean, like technically, in like all of like the fighting that they do, like Han got lucky when he beat Boba, because every
Uh-huh.
other aspect, Boba just basically dominated Han every time.
Yeah, he was like half blind when he defeated Boba Fett.
So
Like I said, he got lucky when he defeated Boba, though.
This is going to make me really sad if it comes down to Han and Chewie. I'm just going
Yeah.
to sit here weeping. So, but I'm voting for Chewie.
Chewie. I gotta go Chewie.
Before we do anything, guys, I need your best Chewie.
Yeah. I
I can't do Chewie.
Squints,
My-
give me the best Chewie.
I can't do
Try.
Chewie either.
Just try.
No, I cannot do Chewie.
You
No.
know, Peter actually learned how to do the Chewie voice.
Did he?
Yeah, we were doing a commercial for Singular Wireless back before it was AT&T Wireless,
I remember.
and it's the Star Wars ringtones. It's the one where Chewie's in the recording booth and the director's telling him to do it. All right, now you're sad. Now you're happy, and every time it's the exact same thing. You know, kind of, you know, and Peter was doing it on set to the point that he was like, you know, when he took the mask off, he was just red in the face, but he could do it. He could make the sound. He learned how to do it. So I'm in the commercial, and Anthony's in the commercial too, just at the end of it. So
Oh, that's awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our boy, Agent AA.
In the wise words of a Mr. Jimmy Conway, the Irishman here to take all your stupid guineas money.
We've got
And if you
Chewie,
haven't seen
Chewie,
that
Chewie.
movie, then I can't help you.
Oh yeah, my mom and her friends and my stepdad just came in the chat too. Let's
now
see.
we have a tiebreaker.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's our count on this one so far?
Is change shotgun in the car, like you know when you go to the car and you call shotgun, to Chewie.
That's nice.
Were there a
So-
bunch of ties? Did I miss? What did I miss? Because it's
Agent-
You
got off
did.
work
AA.
late and
Boba versus Chewie.
Chewy.
Yeah,
Chewie.
Chewie.
Yeah, I don't. Look, I love Star Wars. I grew up on Star Wars. My daughter is growing up on all Star Wars, and I still, to this day, never understood why Boba, who was a small side character, was escalated to like mythical stature.
I mean,
Well, now that the
Marketing.
Mandalorian has happened, you
It's
understand.
called marketing, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, as a Mandalorian cosplayer, which actually just a house blessed by recently Lucas, woohoo! Yeah. I mean, yeah. I kind of like him.
Well, he
He's
had a
good.
really cool debut in a really awful venue in the
Yeah.
Star Wars Holiday Special.
The paint job.
I mean, you know, and I like the Mandalorian and I like the lore behind it and I like the canon, but you know, before all of that, it
Yeah.
was just he wasn't that great of a character. I said it on air. I said it. I'm gonna get the hate. I
And
don't
I'm
care. I don't care.
I'm not refuting that, but the thing is that Boba Fett, just as a character, spawned an entire race of beings
No,
that
you're right.
the entire show was based on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Aaron Thick asks, "How else are they supposed to sell toy jetpacks
Toy
to kids?"
jetpack. Yeah.
That's right.
Moving on to Jedi versus Jedi. It is Mace and Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Ooh. Wait, have we not gotten to Marvel yet?
Nope.
No.
No,
How?
we talked too much about Star Wars.
Damn it,
Shut
people.
up.
Okay, so
Mace versus Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan. Oh, we lost
I'm
Drew.
trying to activate my camera again. There we
There
go.
he We have Obi-Wan up against Mace. I feel like that's not a fair comparison.
Obi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
I
only
go-
have Mace for the first, prequel movies where, Obi-Wan has been built up over 6 movies, has his own show coming out. And we know so much more about him. We don't know as much about Mace, so that's a hard pick,
Mace Windu has, I mean, in the books and in the cartoons, he's a badass. But the thing is most people haven't seen that stuff.
Right.
Know? It's kind of like, if you're going off of the movies itself, I mean, Obi-Wan Kenobi in general is easily one of the best characters in Star Wars. So, I mean, I go Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I look at it this way: if Luke is Pinocchio, then Obi-Wan is Jiminy Cricket, and if you didn't have Jiminy Cricket, Pinocchio would have never gotten where he needed to go.
I like where your head's at, sir.
Right.
So that's why I got to vote for Obi-Wan.
So
man,
it's going to get hot here. We are going down to Luke and R2.
wait, but who won that
Who
one?
won that
Oh.
one?
You got
Obi, sorry.
Obi
sorry.
by a landslide.
Obi.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, all right. And then it was Luke against who?
versus R2. R2D2.
Wait, are we finishing the entire Star Wars side?
Yep.
Because
we're
didn't
almost done.
Luke go up against in the first round?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh, I know
I-
what's going to happen.
I see how you're going. So you're just finishing one
I see
side
where
of the
this is
bracket
going.
first.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Luke versus okay.
Luke versus R2.
Ah
Jeez.
man.
So
R2
Yeah.
is R2 is my favorite droid. Is actually one of my favorite characters in all of Star Wars. I think cinematically, it's amazing that you're made to care so much about a character that
Literally
isn't
shows
even
no
human,
emotion.
doesn't even speak, is just a little metal bucket,
Yeah,
and yet
we love
I
him.
love that character, and yet I got to vote Luke.
Yeah, and you said that
Yeah.
last week. You know what I mean? You
I
made
was
the
gonna say, he's-
comparison. You
he's very ride or
they
die.
they gave personality and life to something that's not real, and you're like, we all love him. Like we
Mhm.
don't ever want R2 to die.
Right.
Everybody knows what R2 sounds like when he screams. Everybody.
Yeah.
Well,
Right?
R2 might be dying tonight then.
Hey, have you guys seen that clip that's gone around on TikTok and all the social media?
R2.
And it's the guy downloads the R2 whale scream and he uploads it to his Tesla for his horn. It's
Yes.
so good. It's so good.
Yes.
That's
That's
great.
awesome.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta go
Imagine
Luke
that
because it's
sitting
it's
behind,
Luke.
coming from behind you when you're at the
Oh,
red
dude,
light and it turns
no,
green,
it's
you
so
don't notice it. So,
I gotta go Luke on this one. It's Skywalker. Come on.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
we've
go-
got
I lean
one,
Luke.
three Luke,
Three.
and then the rest of the chat. Oh, 4 Luke. The rest of the
Luke,
chat's
yeah.
R2.
So there's 6 R2 in the chat and there's 4 Luke in the chat. Okay, and how many of us voted for Luke?
I voted Luke.
I think Luke is taking it by
Yeah.
squeaking through. Which
All
is
right.
shocking. Man.
Luke it is.
Okay,
That was
if
hard.
Luke loses, if he doesn't make it up against Obi-Wan, that's the only way I'm going to accept that he lost. What's up next? What do we got?
Father and daughter. Leia versus Vader.
Oh, come on. What? What?
Oh,
Are we talking original Tridge or are we talking Space Princess?
This is very
We
ouch.
talking Mary Poppins or that's oh man.
I'm sorry. This is self-preservation.
Considering that
I
he
got to go
tried-
Vader on
You
this.
gotta go Vader,
Considering that he tried to kill his son, in hand-to-hand combat,
Yes.
right?
I don't think he would have qualms killing his daughter.
No.
I don't know, man. I have
Right.
daughters, and if I had a son, I'd probably put him on the chopping block first. So I kind of see where he's coming from.
Oh.
Probably wouldn't go after my daughters, probably, but I don't have a
man.
son, so I can't really.
That's harsh.
I gotta go. Vader. It's Vader. It's Vader.
Vader.
Yeah. Vader.
Everybody's picking
I
Vader.
think the chat's got your back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I missed a lot of the show. I apologize for that. How was everybody's weekend?
Pretty good.
It was
Yeah.
good. I was at a
Good.
convention. I was there with Moff Gideon himself.
That's awesome,
Giancarlo
man.
Esposito, and also Grogu. I was there with David Accord.
Oh,
Both
that's
absolutely
awesome, man.
wonderful guys. David I'd known for a while, but I'd never met Giancarlo Esposito. So very
Next-
nice guy.
I was gonna say I've heard a lot of good things about Giancarlo Esposito.
Next one is Han versus C-3PO.
Solo.
Well, don't the droids have like some like they can't attack, like, right? Because he's a protocol droid. Doesn't he have some sort of like programming that he's not allowed to like attack humans or something? I could be wrong. I could be thinking of a different franchise. I could be wrong.
I mean, he can't translate Sith. So
Do you think he actually has a chance of winning this one?
No.
Never mind. Never tell me the odds.
Yeah. I love it. I mean, Han shoots first or he shoots second. He takes C-3PO out.
Oh yeah, we just
Han
before
would
you
easily
came,
shoot first with
yeah.
3PO. He'd silence him.
Oh yeah, no, Han would shoot 3PO in a heartbeat.
Yes.
Right?
If you give him a reason to shoot 3PO, he would do it just without hesitation.
Yeah.
And we all know Han hated 3PO just because he annoyed the crap out of him.
I mean, Han shoots first, man. It's like that
I'm ready to
meme that's
shoot
gone
my
around.
camera. This is terrible.
The meme that went around where it's like Vader had made this nice dinner for everybody, and as soon as the doors open, Han just starts blasting. You know what
I know. He's trigger happy.
He's like,
Right.
I invited you, and you're dating my daughter. I want to get to know you, and he just bam. No way, man.
You just sank my souffle with that.
But yeah, man, it's got to
You know how
go.
long I worked on it.
Oh, we lost Phoenix for a second there, but she's back.
Oh, okay.
Or kinda. Is she back?
I'm
Phoenix-
back.
there she is,
I'm back. There we are.
rising from the ashes.
So, okay, I'm voting Han.
You got to vote Han. Even though somewhere in your history you built 3PO, you know, but Han.
Hey, I built him up. I can tear him down again.
Exactly. Spoken like a true parent.
Doesn't matter to me. I'll make another one looks just like you.
It's Han.
It's on.
It's Han.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but you know, it wasn't a landslide. I mean, you know, 3PO got a few in there.
Was it
Next-
a Han slide?
Ha!
The Han side. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. Forget the situation.
Chewie,
Try the
Chewie
primary.
versus Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Ooh.
Chewie versus Obi-Wan.
Oh, this is painful.
Whoever it is goes against Han.
I mean, we're now getting to like really like super force users here, you know, up against some characters that aren't.
He was going to come down to this.
Yeah.
Obi. I'm gonna go Obi.
Yeah,
I'm going Chewie.
I really don't want to see Chewie go against Han.
that's just depressing.
Right?
I'm voting for Chewie.
Like Chewie versus Han is the most depressing fight ever because you know that's like they put them in a pit and they said, "Hey, you guys have to fight each other until one dies."
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man.
And that's like that's the most cry-inducing like scenario ever. Is Han and Chewie having to fight to the death because they have to.
Everybody in the chat saying
Yeah.
Obi-Wan all day
Obi-Wan.
long.
Yeah.
Obi.
Everyone.
So here we go.
All
This
right.
It goes
is-
down in flames.
Obi-Wan it is. So we go.
Was that the only one who voted for Chewie?
Does that smell like burnt dog in here?
More like yak. It's yak.
Ouch! Ouch!
It is. It's yak fur.
We go.
Yeah. Yeah.
We had 2 votes for Chewie. That's it. You
Yep,
and
that's it.
someone else.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, poor Chewie. Luke versus Vader. We've seen this fight.
Yeah, but in this capacity for our show, we have not seen this fight.
So it's me against myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the voice
Even
of
though you
Vader,
win, you
the
play
body of
both.
Vader against the voice of Luke. Jeez.
I was gonna say, your body and your voice. Who wins? I like it.
You're
I like
killing
it.
me here.
Love that it's like it comes down to characters that he's played both of.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Why can't it be Jar Jar against an Ugnaught?
I
Come
know.
on.
I know. We've got 1 Luke, 1 Vader, 2 Vader.
Yep.
Vader. Oh no, Vader's gonna take it. I think.
Vader.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think the majority of people
Vader.
are voting for Vader because Vader's like actually.
Here. Yeah.
No, it's once you turn to the dark side, forever will it dominate your destiny. That's what.
Guys,
Exactly.
He's been both. Don't feel bad.
Yeah, but
There's still good in you, Father. No, I just voted you out.
You know what I love is I love that both you and Mark Hamill have like I think Mark Hamill did a little bit of Vader, didn't he? He did something voice Vader.
I don't know. I'm not sure. He can do anybody's voice, so it's probably
Yeah.
really
He can.
possible.
yeah, I gotta go Vader just because he's badass. And if I didn't, my
Vader at the end of Rogue One, because
Yeah. that is one of the most amazing clips. I love that.
but then again, Luke at the end of The Mandalorian,
Yes. Yeah.
which they did admit that they paralleled those scenes, like they're literally
Is
Mhm.
What's
that
up?
you too? Is that you too?
No,
have
that's not me. No, that was
Okay.
Daniel Napros at the end
Okay.
of which that was not the original ending of the film. So that was a reshoot. So it's Spencer Wilding and the rest of Rogue One as Vader, and that ending is Daniel Napros, and who is an incredible swordsman, and just
I meant the
Wow.
doll he's holding up.
Oh, sorry, which one?
Oh, do I gotta
He's
bring him
showing-
back? I gotta bring him back up.
Bring it
Bring
back.
your dolly.
Yep.
Bring your dolly.
Oh man,
Sorry.
because he'd
See,
walk
my
into my
monitor's
room
over
if I
here,
didn't.
so-
Hang on.
Oh, look at that. He got a little dolly.
little dolly of you, isn't it?
I found a bunch of
He's like
those.
3 feet tall.
I found a bunch of those at Target when they first came out, and they were all sitting on the floor because I had so many of them in the store. I lined them all up with their hand on the shoulder of the one in front of them, like a conga line.
Nice.
This one definitely freaks out my youngest daughter if I put it in her room because she has a at her mom's house she has a stormtrooper same size but this one I'll usually like creep into her room at night so she thinks like a midget's in her room. It's one of the benefits of having children, people.
You're evil.
If they
All
had
right.
bent that way, I would have set them up so it looked like they were doing the Macarena. But,
All right, so it is Han versus Obi-Wan.
Han versus Obi-Wan. Oh man.
Whoever it is goes against Vader.
Look, Vader
Wow.
needs
The
to
Jedi
win this whole thing. Vader needs to go up against Thanos. Okay, that's what needs to happen.
I know.
that's
I
the
If there
know.
was
Final
any
two.
justice, it would be Obi-Wan up against Vader because that's the actual battle. But I'm gonna vote Han because I'm a jerk. So
Oh no. Oh no.
I'm a scoundrel. I'm voting for
Obi-Wan
Han.
up against Han. Man,
Father-in-law versus son-in-law.
I gotta go. Man,
Oh. Chat's going all Obi.
yeah, they are.
Well,
That
there's
didn't surprise me.
one
Do
for.
they want a rematch?
Jedi wins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We got one for Han in there. Good job, Tyler.
Yeah.
Oh, Celestial.
thank you,
Alchemy.
Tyler.
I gotta go Obi.
Yeah, man, this is rough.
This one's painful.
Han Solo, though,
Oh, I get it. It's Solo. Solo is the man. But I mean,
But the space wizard would take out.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah,
I mean,
unless he shot first,
Yeah, I gotta go, man. I gotta go Obi-Wan.
Even if he shoots first, he's probably gonna block it.
I don't
Yeah.
even think it matters what
Not
we're
if he
voting.
doesn't see it coming. He could pull like an Indiana Jones thing, like the guy in the street market where he just pulls the gun on him and shoots him.
That's the thing
Yeah,
is
with
that
the knives.
Force, he's gonna see it coming with the Force.
Yeah, okay, all right. Yep.
Yeah,
all right.
oh, you gotta
Han
go
never had a
Obi-Wan.
chance.
I mean, and our votes don't matter because everybody voted Obi-Wan,
Yep.
so we were
Right.
grossly outnumbered.
Okay.
all right, Vader versus Obi-Wan. Here we go.
Yep, Vader. Without hesitation, Vader.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The atrocities that man has committed across the universe.
Yeah. Gotta agree.
I vote for C. Andrew Nelson.
Thank you. I'm C. Andrew Nelson, and I approve this message.
Yeah, whole chat's
I'm
with you.
voting for this
Vader,
guy.
Vader, 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 Vader.
Yeah. Vader.
Yes.
It's fueled by rage.
Yes.
Obi-Wan's been sitting in a cave for like 20 years, man. Come on.
Does that mean Vader wins everything, huh?
right?
Vader wins
Oh.
this side of the bracket.
Yeah.
Was that it?
All too easy.
That was
Yeah.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're starting
Fun.
Marvel side now.
Yes.
Ah, this is where the fun begins.
Do it. Do it.
You know, I say that at work, and people are. I hate people sometimes.
I'm curious to see who you bring up for the Marvel side on this.
Yeah, I am.
So we are going with the first one is Captain America versus Agent Coulson.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on.
That's not fair to Agent Coulson.
I mean, I feel like you just had to have Coulson on there.
Might as well just hold him down and wail on him. Jeez.
What was his first name?
Like seriously,
yeah.
you're gonna Phil Coulson. You're like
Yeah.
really, you're just gonna take out Phil Coulson right at the beginning. That's messed
That's
up.
like, let's put up Robin Williams against Carrot Top. Okay,
It
no.
wouldn't be the first time he died.
Did you
Sorry,
call him
Carrot
Phil?
Top.
It
His
wouldn't
first
be.
name's Agent. Cap.
See, I really
Loki.
like Agent
Now,
Coulson. That's what I really like that
wasn't
character.
that wasn't that from the first Avengers movie? He goes, I
Yeah.
thought your name was Agent.
Yeah, when Pepper's like Phil, and he's like, you just called him Phil. His first name's Agent. Yeah, everybody in the chat's Cap.
Cap.
Who?
Yeah,
That's what we call him. We call him Cap. Look, I'm just saying.
yeah, Cap. So everybody in the chat is typing in all caps.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
No cap, as
Can't this guy
my
be
daughter would say.
serious for once.
Okay, we got Cap. We got one for poor Coulson. I mean, Loki got him. Who else got him? Like,
Hey, and to his credit, he got Loki.
Right.
True.
well,
All right.
I
What's
was
the
wondering what that
lopsided
did.
one?
he shot Loki. He shot Loki,
Yes.
but Loki got him.
She's like, be real. You know, let's just put it out there because my husband didn't get killed. Okay.
All right. What's your next lopsided matchup?
Yeah, exactly what it is.
I have to ask which Falcon this is. Falcon versus Agent Carter.
Oh, well, just
Oh.
Falcon. Just regular Falcon.
Well, if
Falcon.
I'm assuming if it's Falcon, that is it's gonna be Sam. So I mean,
Yeah.
Sam.
Sam Wilson versus Agent Carter.
Ooh, that's actually a good
Ooh.
toss-up.
That is
Yeah,
because
that's a good
Carter's a
toss-up. That-
badass.
Okay, that's not
I mean,
lopsided. That's actually a
No.
good one.
That's definitely food for thought.
Peggy
Yeah.
Carter is hardcore badass, but I mean,
Yeah.
Wilson is also like like Sam Wilson is
Wow.
no slouch, even even if he doesn't have his equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's almost my argument though, because she's like Cold War era tech. I mean, and as the MCU went on, you even saw how Cap like adapted to new technology and new fighting styles.
Yeah.
So you only have her in the World War II and post-war era, and you
Mhm.
have Sam with all of the new. You gotta go.
Yeah.
You gotta go Sam. You gotta go Falcon.
Nope. I'm going with Peggy Carter.
I mean, she is a very, very attractive, and that is swaying my vote a little bit.
I just like the character a lot. I really had hoped that her series would have continued on.
Yeah.
The ABC series that she did.
I agree.
And I just
I'm
I
actually
just
excited to see
really
her.
like that character.
This week, I'm actually excited to see her in What If because she's
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes. Yeah, everybody
Is
so
it
far.
hers first?
Yeah, they said that they were starting it with her episode, and she's also the tentpole character. So she's the one that's guaranteed to come back in season 2.
Oh sweet.
Nice. We got none in the chats for old Peggy,
Ah,
Or
old
Peggy?
Pegster, old Peg
Yep.
Bundy.
sorry, Pig.
All right. Next, we've got Hawkeye versus War Machine.
Ooh,
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hawkeye.
I like Rhodey. I really like Rhodey, but I gotta go with Hawkeye.
Okay, we're talking MCU here, right? Because in the comics, War Machine.
Yeah, because if you go into the comics, then forget it. It's
I was gonna say because if we go in the comics, War Machine wipes the floor with with
See, that's actually that's a good question because with Star Wars, with the Star Wars side, we were going into everything Star Wars. We were talking
True.
the movies, the animated series, the books, everything like that. But now we're thinking, oh, do we limit ourselves to the MCU?
Well, and that's a good question because I mean MCU is relatively newer, so a lot of people are just now opening themselves up to like the comic book side of it,
Yeah.
where Star Wars has been, in our lives since the 70s and 80s. So a lot of people who may only have seen the movies have heard enough nerds around the world talking that they can still go, yeah, I don't know the canon, but I know what you're talking about. Where with the MCU, we've only had it for the past 12 years or so, so that's really all people know.
True. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I gotta go Hawkeye though, man. He's just,
Hawkeye.
I mean,
It looks like we've got a Hawkeye. Yeah.
only
Yeah,
because of his one line in Age of Ultron where he's like, the city is flying and we're fighting robots and I have a bow and arrow. None of this makes sense.
That's a great line. Yeah.
Yes.
And people hate on that movie. And to me, I know the director who's like, I just see lazy writing. But that movie to me was like so pivotal. And I'm like, dude, I love Ultron. I love that movie. I love that
Who
movie.
hates on
That's
that
one of
movie?
the best
I love
scenes.
that movie.
He does have one of the best scenes where like I forgot who it was. Oh no, Quicksilver like runs from him and then he just like he knocks his bow. He goes, I could do it. I could just do it right now.
And that was ad lib.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we've got next Hawkeye takes it, Thor and Gamora.
Thor and Gamora.
Okay,
This
I
is a
love
little
Gamora.
one-sided.
Again, I love Gamora. Gamora is a badass, and when we talk like Gamora at the level of Thanos, Gamora could easily take Thor. But like, if it's just Thor and Gamora in their normal states, it's Thor.
It's
Thor is a god, though, so what does it take to actually kill that guy?
The thing is
Thor.
that the thing is that gods in the way that we look at it in comparison to what they are in the MCU, it's more of a title and kind of like it is kind of like a tier level where they are, but gods aren't like gods in Marvel.
Oh, so as Cap said, there's only one god, ma'am. Pretty sure he doesn't dress like that. So, man, I like Gamora though.
Yeah, I really like
gotta go
Gamora
with
too.
Thor.
Because
But I'm gonna go with Thor.
I was gonna say technically, if we go to like tier system, Gamora is technically higher than Thor because Thor's a god. Gamora is technically a Titan.
The whole chat is going Thor.
Yeah,
Going
so it doesn't
Thor,
matter
yeah.
what we vote.
Bucky and Punisher.
Ooh. Ooh, okay, so Bucky at the height of his Cold War, like, assassin Winter Soldier mode? Because that's who immediately I think of.
Yeah.
Or, okay, answer me this. Further down on that list, is Bucky and Winter Soldier two separate characters?
Yeah.
Let's
Are they
see.
two separate characters or are they the same? Are we
Right? You
Considering it all
know where I'm
together.
going with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
No,
Okay, so
Okay.
we have to say that's Bucky / Winter Soldier,
Winter Soldier, yeah.
and he's going up
Okay.
against who?
Punisher.
Punisher.
Punisher?
Punisher, who never stops. It doesn't matter how many bullets he's taken; he just keeps going.
Yeah.
Oh
The
man,
Energizer Bunny of killing.
yeah. I think it's just the pure relentlessness of the Punisher is why I got to go with him.
We've
I
got
gotta
the
go
whole-
with Bucky Winter Soldier
Bucky.
just because I think he's got a more interesting story arc.
Is just as relentless.
whole chat's got you, Bucky.
Yeah,
Yep.
Empress Gem though got Punisher, so thanks for having my back. David
next-
makes a good point. He has a metal arm. Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes, he
mean-
does. He does have a metal arm.
In the
Wish I
comics,
had
the
one
Punisher
with
has taken out-
attachments.
I was saying in the comics, and again, I'm bringing up the comics, but in the comics, the Punisher is pretty much taking everybody out.
See,
At
we're not
some-
talking Thomas Jane Punisher, okay, people?
Unless you're Loki. Unless
Which
you're
most
Loki.
people have not seen. I mean, as a single parent, dude, if I had a metal arm, man, so many attachments I can put on that thing, man. I could like be making pancakes with like
Like
a
how a
mixer, and then it's
Ant-Man versus Wilson Fisk.
Ant-Man
Ooh.
versus who?
Wilson Fisk,
Wilson Fisk.
Wilson Fisk.
Who is that?
the villain from Daredevil.
Oh, okay, gotcha. What's his name's character?
Also, again, Vincent D'Onofrio.
Thank you.
Also, keep in
Kingpin.
mind,
Thank you, David. Kingpin.
if you guys watched Into the Spider-Verse, he killed Spider-Man with his bare hands.
Yeah.
Who does?
Wilson Fisk.
But I mean, Ant-Man can like go, "Roar," and then
Right? You can't crush an ant.
Yeah. But
And then Ant-Man can turn into Giant Man.
It's true, but Wilson Fisk, again, the Kingpin is kind of a big deal in the comics and in the
he's a very big deal, and beautifully played in the television series.
Oh yeah, I wish they didn't. I wish they would have kept him going through the series. Because
rumor has it that Vincent D'Onofrio is coming back in the MCU as Kingpin.
I love Vincent D'Onofrio.
Are we all Kingpin or Ant-Man?
I've been a fan of his all the way back to Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket.
But I'm going with Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
I mean,
Ant-Man.
Vincent D'Onofrio and Men in Black. Sugar.
Yes. Oh,
water.
God, great in that.
Sugar. Water. She was wearing like an Edgar suit.
You want like an Edgar suit, like you want a share water.
Actually, did you see a crossover where they're saying because the actors Thor and Valkyrie were in Men in Black that's their variants?
Yeah, I saw that.
I saw that.
So I feel like it's split in the chats though. You might need to count those.
All right,
Yeah,
let's go.
So we got
Gino, you have to pick, unless you're saying Ant-Man.
I'm saying Ant-Man.
Because I'm saying any man. I think he's saying Ant-Man.
Gino said any man, and I don't think that's not an ant.
Yeah, that doesn't count. Yeah.
Let's see.
Superhero, any man.
Any man. Kingpin has.
I was wearing an Edgar suit.
Kingpin. I see 3 Kingpin.
Kingpin, yeah.
And then how many in the chat, or how many did we vote for Kingpin?
I said Kingpin. I mean, you guys
Or
Kingpin, but I said Kingpin.
I'm Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Yeah, then I think Ant-Man took it.
Yeah, Ant-Man.
Ant-Man it is.
Ant-Man. Good job, Paul Rudd.
And I mean,
Paul Rudd, if you're listening, if anybody playing these characters are listening, and they want to sponsor our show.
I've met him. He is hilariously funny. Like, he is just such a cool guy all around. It's funny because I felt really bad. I didn't know who he was.
Wow.
He actually probably got a kick out of it.
All the way back to Clueless? Come on, man.
I met him in the early 2000s, and they were like, he's like, you weren't born before the 80s, were you? And I was like, no.
Yep.
One of his first movies, that movie, what is it, Chateau? Dude, that movie's great.
Oh,
that
yeah.
movie came out, I think, late 90s, early 2000s, and then he did Clueless.
Mm-hmm.
I think of Hot Wet American Summer.
There you go.
Next one we have is I Am Groot or Scarlet Witch.
Oh, that
How is this even
that
I
hurt.
Am Groot.
That really hurts.
That does hurt.
I love Groot. Again,
Later
don't
on,
get me wrong, I love Groot. I love Groot as a character, but Scarlet Witch
Yeah.
in the comics and in the MCU is one of the strongest characters. Like in the comics, she's the strongest character there is.
I mean,
in the MCU, they haven't kind of played with that yet, but like she did kind of beat Thanos' ass.
that's what I was just gonna say. She almost single-handedly took him out, and then he just destroyed the whole field. His troop, he didn't care. He knew she was going to beat him.
They're
Groot couldn't do
saying
that.
that when she meets up with our wizard, she's going to be nearly unstoppable.
Yeah.
You got to go Scarlet Witch on this one.
Scarlet Witch.
Well, I'm going to vote Scarlet Witch just because I absolutely loved WandaVision. I thought, I mean, I know not everybody loved it, but I really loved that show. I was really surprised how much I loved it, and I just think Elizabeth Olsen did an amazing job.
Yeah,
She did. She played multiple different
Mm-hmm.
characters. She should have won an Oscar for it, or a Grammy, I should say, or not Grammy, but a Golden Globe.
Did she not win a Golden Globe?
Paul
for that?
Bettany also was fantastic.
Yeah.
in that show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everybody voted.
Yeah, Scarlet
no.
Witch.
Scarlet.
Except for
What?
Gino. Gino went
Yeah,
Groot.
one.
I don't know who he is.
That's too bad. Groot shouldn't have been taken out so early.
I've never met this man in my life. Let me see.
I mean, you're not married to him, so I mean,
I'm not married to him. Star-Lord versus Jessica Jones. Actually,
Ooh,
really good show.
I love that show.
Jones. Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, because a lot of people are gonna immediately go Star-Lord. Remember that Jessica Jones has super strength.
Yep.
Star-Lord does not.
No, he does not.
Yes.
Star-Lord is a regular person.
Yep.
That just
Well,
happens.
that to me just gives me reason to vote for him.
He might challenge her to a dance-off.
Well,
Yes.
but yeah, right. But he does. He is. He did hold an Infinity Stone. So
No, okay, you know what? Wait a minute. I just I have to retroactively take back what I said, because in the MCU, he isn't just a regular person. He's a celestial.
half
He's a
celestial.
demigod. Yeah.
He's half celestial.
Yeah.
So he is a demigod in the MCU, which he's not. He kind of was, but wasn't in the comics, because his
Yeah.
father was Star.
Yeah. But in his personality and temperament, he's like a regular guy. I like the
Yeah.
fact that he kind of represents the audience in that sense.
Yeah.
He absolutely.
We've all known or been some kind of goofball like him, who has heart.
I kind of like the fact that he's kind of lost too, where some of us, some people aren't comic book fans or haven't watched all the movies, and people are constantly explaining things to him. So I kind of, I like the exposition that he brings.
Don't call us plucky. We don't know what it means.
Hey, and that half of me that's stupid. That's 100% you. Your math is staggering.
I love that he the interactions he has with Tony are just Tony's like, you really are an idiot, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm voting Star-Lord. I one of the best characters I think in the whole MCU.
I watched Jessica Jones, and that was the show on Netflix that actually got me to watch Daredevil, and then to watch Luke Cage, and then to watch the Defenders. I was like, you know what? And she did that so good. Wasn't the greatest storyline, but I think she just played that character perfect. But yeah, in the chats, yeah,
Star-Lord takes it 3-4 in the
Yeah.
chat. This hurts. Iron Man versus Pepper Potts.
Oh,
Oh,
Man,
what the hell, man?
wow.
who put these together?
You did that on purpose.
Ouch.
It's
I
better
think
been
it's pretty
put together randomly, or I'm going to have to hurt someone.
right. And
That's
You-
just mean. That's just cruel. Why
you
don't
almost
shoot,
have
shoot
to,
the pet dog on the way out too. While
you almost have to go with Pepper because he wouldn't take her out. I mean, he just wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to bring himself to do it.
Fine, I can bring myself to do it. I'm a Dark Lord of the Sith. I'm taking out Pepper, voting for Tony.
Oh man.
In the end, I'm coming down to storyline, and I'm coming down to the heart of the character, because I mean, you look at Pepper Potts, and I mean, Pepper is a good character. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
but the overall heart of the MCU is between Captain America and Iron Man. And I mean, it leads up to that in Endgame, and we basically lose Iron Man, and Captain America gets taken out by age. So I mean, anybody who didn't cry when Tony sacrificed himself is a fucking liar. So
they're just evil.
Yeah.
Look, I'm actually going to expound on what you just said, because I think it's more than just that. I think that Cap is the heart of the MCU. I think that Tony is the soul of the MCU.
yes,
I see that.
Because look, we look at everybody else. We look at all the characters,
Right.
and we say, oh, okay, there's Hulk, there's Thor, there's especially there's Captain America, there's Falcon. We look at Iron Man, we go, there's Tony.
Right.
So he is the soul. He represents, what he is. He is the center of it all, and that's why it has such a perfect ending with Endgame.
I think it's Iron Man. Pepper got 2 votes.
Yeah, and Thomas chimed in the chats. Iron Man saved all of humanity, but
Yeah,
we are grossly
he had help,
overpopulated.
but, yeah.
It's funny because I really love what they did.
progress report.
Woo!
Look at that. That's awesome.
Wow,
Nice.
cool.
One more bag.
Coming along.
Yeah, one more bag.
One more bag. Nice. All right, so I mean, Iron Man kind of walked away with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
For Pepper. Poor Pepper.
Yeah.
Yep.
God bless Pepper, but yeah.
All of the 2 votes that she got.
Yes, very sad.
I want to
Anyway,
know who voted for Pepper Potts. Who were the ones that? Tyler. Really?
Tyler.
Tyler.
Hey, I have respect for anybody who voted for Pepper, but it's Tony for me.
yeah.
Wait, who else? It was Tyler.
I did. I did.
What?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
That's right, you did. Yeah.
Next, we have Black Panther versus Drax. Ouch.
Oh.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Drax the Destroyer is awesome, but I take Black Batman over anybody. So I'm gonna go with Black Panther. It was because when people asked me before Black Panther came out, and people were like, "So who's Black Panther?" I was like, "Basically, he's Black Batman, right? He's the richest man
He's
in
an
the
African
entire
Batman.
world.
Yeah.
He comes from a country.
He's Panther Man.
He is. He's African man. But I mean, like, Black Panther is like, he's the richest man in the world. In general, like, there's nobody who has more money than him. And
Jeff
he
Bezos better not be listening to this.
he runs his own country, and
So
I
does
mean,
Jeff
like,
Bezos.
but I mean, like, the biggest thing with Black Panther was that, again, he is technically a normal person that has like some like God-given strength. But I mean, that was the best way for me to.
And he doesn't have the horrible angst that Bruce Wayne has.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, Thomas makes a good point, because if Drax has been standing still for an hour, you can't see him, and he can win.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
See the meme that
if we're doing it like a fight, then yeah. What I love about I leaning towards Drax because what a great performance. My gosh, what a brilliant almost understated comedy performance.
Oh yeah,
so good. I mean, I thought he should have gotten a Best Supporting Actor nomination.
It's funny because it's true.
Yes, I know. He's so good with that delivery. But it's
kind of like that
as a character and as an integral character to the MCU. Black Panther is huge. I mean, it's like,
I mean, who hasn't felt like Drax sometimes in a room?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
totally. That's
the best thing about his delivery is that he understood, like, not only the kind of like sarcastic nature of it, but at the same time, just kind of he really doesn't get it, right?
Yeah.
And what makes it such a good character is because he tries to act like he understands things, but he really doesn't. He doesn't understand anything.
I love even when he gets called on it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Even when he gets called on it, where that went over your head, he goes, "Nothing goes over my head. I'll catch it."
Yes, I know. I love those moments. Those are great. Oh, gee.
I mean,
Do I have a coin? I don't even have it.
We got some Drax in the chat.
I come down to if they get into a fight together. As
All right.
strong as Drax, as strong as Drax the Destroyer is, Black Panther is not only a superior combatant, but he's a superior tactician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And he's got that incredible intellect. All right, I'm voting Black Panther.
All right. It looks like in the chat he took it too.
Yeah.
I think
Black
Drax
Panther.
got like 2 votes. All right.
Mhm.
Black Panther it is. Black Widow versus Nick Fury.
Widow.
Oh
No, you know
Fury.
what? Hard one because again, we have to dive into the comics on this because in the MCU you don't really see him as an agent, right? You see him more as a director and somebody who is, like in the comics they dive more into his career and more into like him as like a spy, and there are very few people who rival him. Like the Punisher is probably the person who comes closest.
Marvel, the Captain Marvel, you see him as an agent, a young agent.
You really don't see him that much. Even at that point, he's already starting to become kind of like more high level. Like you don't see him as like boots on the ground.
But if you're just going off of the MCU, I got to go with Nick Fury just because he's the glue holding it all together.
True that.
Even when he's not present, he's still present, and that's he's the Wrangler. There would have been no Avengers if it wasn't for him.
It's true.
True.
And they wouldn't have gelled the way that they did if he hadn't put them together the way that they did. So, no, I got to go with Nick Fury. Oh, it's too bad we couldn't have done Nick Fury versus Mace Windu. That would have been fantastic.
Oh, that would have been great.
Oh,
If only we had voted that way.
I don't know. If we're going purely MCU and we're saying like who of them wins in a fight,
Mm-hmm.
hand-to-hand combat at the points where they're at right now, I'd go Black Widow.
Yeah.
Character development. Again, they do both have decent character development, but
Mhm.
the Black Widow movie edges Black Widow over more for me.
let's see. We've got
5.
See, I haven't seen that movie, so
Fury?
that's fine.
Oh, it's
Not,
good.
it's not bad.
I'm going with Nick Fury.
Fury takes it.
All right.
Yep, Fury takes it.
Yeah, thank you for backing me up, by the way. Like, I appreciate the second eyes.
Yeah, no problem.
So I'm watching the chat go sometimes, and I see like, what did they just spell?
Yeah.
See a button they can all push.
I know.
That would be awesome.
Not
Like,
English.
we have the technology. We should figure that out.
Yeah.
I don't think they have it like where it's integrated in this stream though.
Yeah, but we have you.
Yeah, there should be a vote button.
Exactly.
Into this. Okay.
Vote on Instagram.
Just write some code, Phil, and figure it out, man. Come on.
Jeez.
Always over here playing with toys.
Yeah.
Got some time.
Like, if you stop playing with Legos.
Get your life together.
Hulk versus Thanos. So
Oh, we've seen that fight.
purple versus green.
Yes.
The thing is that in that fight though, the Hulk gave up because he was just like, "You're using me, and I don't want anything to do with that anymore."
Well, no,
Yeah.
but he also got his ass handed to him on Thor's ship.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. The whole allegory of Hulk still makes me laugh. I just in the late movies, it makes me laugh.
Mhm.
He won't come
I've
out.
always liked Hulk. I've always liked Hulk as a character, and from back in the comics when I was a kid to the little animated show that used to be on in the '60s to the to Lou Ferrigno on television to the MCU. But Thanos is such an integral character to things,
Yeah.
and such a strong character, and wow.
April wants to know where you get the Lego mug, by the way, Phil.
Yeah.
I got it from Tyler actually. So Tyler Yancey got it for me as a gift. My boy Emmett is on every episode with me now, and he's going to be carrying my drink every episode.
Yeah.
Your sponsored drinks.
My sponsor, non-sponsor drinks.
Yeah.
Like David says, Thanos, he doesn't have any underlying psychological issues like Hulk.
Yes.
I'm not gonna.
And there's no Professor Thanos.
Yeah.
What I'm waiting for is okay. So we have Professor Hulk, but I'm waiting for what's his name?
Anything is possible now in the MCU.
Yeah.
I mean, there could be a Professor Thanos.
I know, right? No, not Professor Hulk.
I'm sorry I was so angry before. Glove was tight. It pinched into me. It just gave me bad feelings.
It just made me want to kill everybody. Or half the universe.
Oh,
No.
we got Thanos. The whole chat.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
I'm watching so
Thanos.
far. Yeah.
Sudden, I'm forgetting his name, but it's the Hulk in the future where he's kept his intelligence and essentially he evolves and becomes like the ruler of Earth, but slowly starts eating like children and stuff. Like he's a villain. He's a bad guy.
Oh yeah, he is a villain.
And I'm forgetting his name right now. I'm forgetting what he calls himself. But I want to see him as a villain in the MCU at some point.
Hulk got like one vote. Sorry, Hulk.
Okay, hold on just 1 minute.
Two.
I get the cat is stuck outside the door here and she's
Okay.
scratching at it. And hold on.
So I'm just throwing this out there, and I mentioned this off mic earlier, but this playlist that is playing right now is a royalty-free playlist on YouTube, and I love
All right,
it.
I'm back.
Rocket versus Ultron.
Ooh, Rocket.
I kind of
Rocket.
have to go
That ain't
Rocket.
rocket science. That's Rocket.
I kind of have to go Rocket mainly because Rocket Raccoon can literally build a weapon out of anything.
I was gonna say he would steal something out of Ultron and make him not work anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, recap real quick. Did Hulk or Thanos win on that?
Thanos won.
That was one.
Hulk got like 1 vote.
Oh,
Uh,
all right. And then what?
I
What's
think
the other one?
Rocket is one of the best characters in the whole MCU, and I think he has
Yeah.
this just one of the just most interesting characters. Great, just the way that the character is played, and it just I just really like it. Really like that character.
I'm actually excited.
Yeah.
James Gunn announced that he's going to be going into Rocket's backstory in Guardians 3.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys haven't listened to the episode this week for the podcast, we talk about literally on that one for this episode. I'm actually working on the second half of the episode, and that'll be out pretty soon, guys.
Well,
David says Rocket would dismantle parts of Ultron to defeat Ultron. I mean, he would. Yeah.
what?
Mhm.
I don't know, man. James Spader, love him.
Yeah, I do too. But
Oh.
Spader brought a lot to that character. A lot of people
He did.
didn't like his
Mhm.
portrayal because he was too animated, but it's kind of like it works for the way that they wrote the character.
yeah, it does.
And he's Raymond Reddington on the Blacklist. How can you not love him?
Yeah.
Who was Rocket going up against?
Ultron.
Rocket, Ultron.
Ultron.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Yeah, Ultron. I'm voting Ultron. I don't think it matters.
Rocket.
Yeah, Rocket's got it
Gonna rocket.
Like in a landslide.
pretty much because I mean, everybody else voted for Rocket except for you and
My man Thomas.
Thomas. Yep.
That's what's up. Thomas knows what's up.
I voted for Rabbit.
I'm sorry. Up until this moment, I thought you were a Build-A-Bear.
So next we have my fictional boyfriend Loki and Quicksilver.
Oh,
Hmm.
Oh,
Loki.
No.
there's our lopsided.
Yeah.
Come on,
Wait a second. Which Quicksilver?
Ja, true that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just gonna go Loki.
Because thanks to
you
WandaVision, we
can't
kind of
just
got
write
both,
down
you know?
Loki. You can't just write down Loki. And if you got to notice too, like in the chats, people that are watching on YouTube, their votes take a little bit to come through because there's like a 10-second delay.
Yeah.
Oh, Loki. Yep. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Loki.
No.
It's Loki.
Okay.
I was just trying to
Thank
build
you,
some
April.
drama by asking the question.
Man. Ah.
I
Not a
mean, Loki is the most important character in all the MCU right now. So
Look, if that went the way that I think it went, does that mean that he's going up against Thanos in the next round?
We know how that happened.
We've seen that fight.
well, I mean, there was
I've done enough
also
brackets.
a variant. There was a
Keep going. It
variant.
may not be him, and maybe Rocket
It may
goes
not.
up against
It
him.
may not.
No, here's
You're
the
not-
thing. Here's the thing. No matter what, even if there's a variant, Thanos did not exert any effort to kill Loki. I'm sorry.
At
Yes,
all.
he did.
As much as that hurts you,
And he had already
It's
beaten
like squishing
Hulk.
a bug.
My Loki.
Crush your head.
I cried so hard when
Oh,
Loki
man.
died. I cried.
Now,
And they're like, Loki show. And I was like, woo!
here's the thing is the line that he delivers as he kills him was one of the most out of touch Loki lines. But I think it was purposeful. That was the purpose of the line. Was
Yeah.
when
I
he
think that was intentional.
right was when he chokes him out and he says, "You will never be a god." And it's like, yeah, because I'm a fucking titan.
Well, also, it's funny because you realize it's interesting to watch after watching the Loki show to put against the Loki show versus Loki's death and where he is at that point. They're kind of in the same point if you think about it psychologically,
Oh, yeah.
emotionally, but he just gets there faster.
Yeah. All right. What's next?
Vision versus Daredevil. I mean,
On.
Ah,
I feel like that's another lopsided.
I don't know. I don't think that's lopsided. I think
No?
I think they're both really good characters, and I especially, I actually didn't care that much for Vision in the comics. I didn't think that it was that
Me neither.
interesting a character, but what they've done with him in the MCU made him I think, just fantastic. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of WandaVision, so wow. But then again, Daredevil is so good in the comics, and apart from the that one movie,
Yeah, right.
I know.
No, we don't talk
That-
about
that
Mr.
we'd rather
Affleck.
forget.
the
That
TV
movie
series.
was Ben's fault because Ben was
No,
actually
not his fault at all.
character in that movie. That movie just sucked, and the script was terrible.
yes.
Yeah. We had an expression at ILM that we would use for things that were really bad, which was "it sucks dead bunnies through a bent straw." So, and that show definitely did that. So,
I was
Yes.
gonna say, can the TVA please just erase that one and go back?
Yeah, right.
yeah,
Yeah, I gotta go
if Thanos
Vision.
was going to snap anything out of existence, it should have been that movie. So,
Maybe he did.
I was gonna say, okay, Daredevil. Both of them, character development wise, through the show and through both of their respective shows, were great characters.
Yeah.
They are amazing characters in their own right. Now we put them up in a fight. Vision is essentially, aside from Thanos
A
ripping
god.
the stone out of his head, right? In the comics and in the show and in the movies, Vision is basically a god.
Mhm.
Going up against Daredevil, who basically has heightened senses, he might be able to dodge Vision for a little while, but ultimately Vision's going to crush him like an ant.
yeah, but that fight in what was it? The second episode of Daredevil in the hallway.
Oh
It's
man,
all done in one
So
take.
good,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
so good. That's this episode that sucks you in. You're like, I'm on board with this show.
that was what made me a fan of that show. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one scene.
Well, like I said, as a character, just the show in general was amazing. I love that show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I love that they're going to be giving Charlie Cox a second chance.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do like that.
Again, they've if you believe the script leaks and everything that have been coming out on this stuff, supposedly Charlie Cox is going to show up at the end of Spider-Man. He's going to be like Peter's defender, right?
Oh, nice.
I
Yeah,
hope
and it's
so.
just going to be like a quick thing at the end, but it's basically establishing that Charlie Cox is still Daredevil.
Oh,
You know,
I'm on board
because
with that.
because
Yeah.
he's been Feige's been saying for a while that he wants to bring Charlie Cox's Daredevil in as is,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
He wants Daredevil, Punisher, and it was one more.
Not Jessica Jones.
Not Jessica Jones. Oh yeah, no, it is Jessica Jones. He wants
Yeah, I would have thought it would be. Jessica
yeah,
Jones.
he wants
She did a good
Daredevil,
job.
Jessica Jones, and Punisher to come in as they were.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
actually liked Power Man the way that they did him in his shows. You know, I like
Ray, you can't handle the truth.
I like the way that Luke, was done in the shows. They just, there's a lot of things they didn't like, and obviously they really need to redo Iron Fist. But I mean,
Yeah, that was bad.
Ray
That was
says
bad.
Awful.
Now, I've been advocating here for Daredevil, but I'm actually going to vote for Vision.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
Vision.
Yeah, it's
I think-
Vision.
I'm saying
Vision takes it in the chat. Yeah. Next up, we have Spider-Man versus Red Skull.
Spider-Man.
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 This has happened in the comics before.
Yeah.
And again,
Spidey.
the only time that Red Skull wins is if he's Red Onslaught, which is like an
Yeah.
entirely different monster. So I go
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
I'm sorry. Yeah, there's nothing here to see. Move on. Come on, let's go. There's nothing to see here, folks.
Wow, no one's voting. You got two people
What?
vote. There we go.
There
They're
we go.
actually
Yeah.
debating this?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's Spider-Man.
I have to
Yeah.
go with the moral conundrum. No, there's
Yeah.
not a moral conundrum. There's two red characters. One of them was bit by a spider. He wins.
What
One was
Ray
bit by a
Spider Skull
Spider
is
Skull.
not an
Not
option.
a character.
No.
Spider Skull. You're pulling a James on us here.
It's Spider-Man.
I'm sorry, it's the Spitterman. The Spitterman wins.
Spitterman. Spitterman.
Hey, are we going to get down to where like the last face off is going to be like between Thanos and Stan Lee's cameos?
Oh,
hope so.
dude. If Stan Lee's cameos are not on this list, I'm out.
That's it. Yeah, I'm out too.
That's the first. That's the first one.
Stan Lee's cameos could beat Vader. Let me put it that way.
That's the first. That's the first one. Captain America and Agent Coulson. Captain 1. Falcon and Agent Carter. Falcon 1. Hawkeye and War Machine. Hawkeye 1. Thor and Gamora. Thor 1. Bucky and Punisher. Bucky 1. Ant-Man and Wilson Fisk. Ant-Man 1. Groot and Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch 1. Star-Lord and Jessica Jones. Star-Lord 1. Iron Man and Pepper Potts. Iron Man 1.
So bad.
Black Panther and Drax, Panther 1, Nick Fury and Black Widow, Nick Fury 1, Hulk and Thanos, Thanos 1, Rocket and Ultron, Rocket 1, Loki and Quicksilver, Loki 1, Vision and Daredevil, Vision 1, Spider-Man and Red Skull, Spider-Man 1. So, you guys did this to yourself. It's Cap and the Falcon.
I'm gonna go before people start voting. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's gonna be Vader against Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. I hope it is.
And this is going to be like the last Marvel thing that we did, and Scarlet Witch is just going to mop the floor.
No, where's the Stan Lee cameos? I'm actually advocating that Stan Lee be replaced now by Betty White as the cameo.
Oh, I like it.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yes.
I'm between. I'll take Betty White or Deadpool.
Yeah, actually, it should be both Betty White and Deadpool.
Dead Betty White.
Okay, so
look, if the Change.org thing can get Betty White hosting Saturday Night Live, we can get her into the MCU.
Yeah, have you started to petition that?
Or Deadpool dresses Betty White. Deadpool dresses Betty White.
Oh,
do it.
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so it was Cap against Falcon.
Falcon.
Yeah, come on, man, Captain.
It's Cap.
Cap.
Yeah, Cap takes it already. Like
Captain, Steve, America, Rogers.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Look, the thing is technically they're both Captain America, but the thing is that
Yeah, true.
Falcon's not a super soldier,
No.
and that's what
Right.
gives Steve the edge.
Yes.
Although
And
we
like I
have
said,
seen
Steve
at
is the
this point-
heart. He's got so much heart.
I was going to say at this point though, we have seen Sam take out super soldiers though.
Yeah.
But not Cap. Not
But I
Cap
mean-
level.
Cap basically
No.
swallows Sam anyway, so it's Cap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's safe to say it's Cap. We'll move on to Hawkeye and
By
Hawkeye
far.
and Thor.
Oh, that.
Oh,
Sorry, Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
At least he made it to
Bye-bye.
the second round. He made it to the second round. He didn't get knocked out in the first, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's Thor.
Yeah, Thor.
Smash another.
I don't know. Did
Even drunken beer belly Thor beats him. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, that drunken Viking beer belly Thor was a badass in his own right.
Yes.
in Age of Ultron, did Hawkeye did Clint try to pick up the hammer?
Throg is not a yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who said Throg? Who said
Chino
Throg?
Dave.
you know,
I love it. The Throg wins.
Throg wins. Thor and Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Thor. Thor.
Thor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Thor.
Thor in the chats
Yeah.
all day, and one for Throg.
Oh.
I guess it's safe to say Thor. So Bucky and Ant-Man.
Oh,
I'm voting Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
I
I'm from San Francisco. He's my hometown boy.
right?
I'm so sorry I didn't know who he was, so I guess I gotta make it up to him. Ant-Man.
Yes.
No, but like I said, Bucky is way too ruthless of a character. If they're fighting for a chance to win, Bucky wins easily. He finds a way to win.
I don't know, man, because Ant-Man did shrink himself and go inside Iron Man, and
Yeah.
if he just got into Bucky's arm, and I mean,
Like take it off, yeah.
Things.
yeah,
Yeah.
press a couple buttons like the
Yeah.
Elijah did.
And actually, in the chats, Ant-Man's winning all day.
Yeah.
Wow. Exactly,
Yep.
David. Thank you. My point exactly. Ant-Man can disable Bucky's arm.
Yep.
Yeah.
That still doesn't take away the fact that he's a ruthless assassin. But
No.
Ant-Man takes it.
he really does. Like, that's shocking to me.
Not me.
That doesn't surprise me at
No,
all.
it doesn't.
I mean, when you can go quantum level, what can't you do?
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, purely based in the
Quantum
MCU, I
moves,
mean,
activate.
Winter Soldier's hailed as like the best one out of all of the MC movies. It's always ranked like in like the top 2, and Ant-Man people are like, yeah, I mean, it's cool.
when you have a character that can go tiny, jump in his
Yeah.
like mouth or go up
Yeah.
something and then go
Yeah.
big. I mean,
I actually
does anybody-
really love the 2 Ant-Man movies.
Does anybody-
Oh, I loved them.
Does
Yeah.
anybody remember what the
The question of why didn't Ant-Man just crawl up into
I
Thanos'
know.
butt and expand
I was gonna
himself?
say, that's exactly what I was going to bring up. Like, they were saying that
Could have been over.
a long-standing rumor that Ant-Man was going to beat Thanos by going up his butt and just expand.
that's why he had to go and turn into dust. That's why he turned into dust.
Oh.
I mean, super proctologist.
I don't think Disney would have ever allowed that, but you
Turn
know.
your head and cough, Thanos.
Oh man.
I mean,
I don't even know who you what. Huh?
Wow, I had never even heard that. Never even considered it. Now I can.
Well, that was like a legit thing.
I mean, it's not Disney approved.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, not Disney proof
And I
content.
can see Deadpool sitting on the sidelines eating popcorn.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how because Deadpool's owned by Fox, isn't it? So
Oh, Deadpool. Disney owns Fox,
Fox
now.
owns
Disney
it
owns
did-
Fox.
And Deadpool, they said Ryan Reynolds announced that the movie is pretty much 70% like written and ready to go into production.
Yeah.
And that Feige gave him the green light that he's pretty much ready to go into production next year.
Oh, Disney's probably cringing.
No, Disney
No,
might,
but
but
Disney is
Feige
counting
is-
the money.
yeah, Feige is.
Yeah.
the
Are you kidding?
one everything. And he said he wants to be rated R.
Nice. Would that be the first? Would that be the first rated R Disney movie ever? Ever?
It depends on how it's released because they could still release it under the 20th Century Fox banner. They still own 20th Century Fox.
True.
Yeah,
Either
right.
20th
From
century.
what I understood, when he's in his own solo movies, it'll still be R-rated movies, and when he's in like a regular MCU movie, then he has to tone it down. He has to watch his language.
And he's the only character that can get away with that because he can be like, well, it's a Disney movie, so I can't say this or I can't do this.
Right?
Sorry, kids. Yeah.
And he's the only character who can break the
And I
fourth
mean-
wall. So,
Well, that sarcastic tone that he has, like, gosh darn it, Disney, I can't cuss. You know, like,
yes.
Next we have I guess Ant-Man took it. So Scarlet Witch
Yes.
versus Star-Lord.
Scarlet Witch.
Oh,
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch.
dang.
Walking away with that one.
Oh.
I mean, does he stand a chance?
He probably
No.
has no chance, but I'm gonna vote Star-Lord.
I get it. I get it. I get
Don't
it.
think he has a chance.
Star-Lord went up against Ronan the Accuser. I get it, right?
Mhm.
Not beating. Not
No.
But I
Look, I'm a
mean,
not
Chicago
at all.
Cubs fan too, so I always vote for the underdog. So,
I
although
like
the
it.
Cubs did finally win the series once.
They did.
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch.
It took him
Scarlet
what,
Witch.
86 years?
Yes.
Doesn't even matter. Scarlet
it
Witch,
does.
Scarlet Witch, Scarlet Witch, Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
One Star-Lord.
One Star-Lord,
Hey
man.
guys, we are definitely going overtime tonight because we got 5 minutes left before it's the end of the show. But this is all I have left right here. Plus, I have all kinds of prizes I have to give away. So
And we have just a couple more heats left on
Well, I can keep going.
if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
We've got next, we'll speed up, Iron Man versus Black Panther.
Oh, that's
Oh,
that's a
that's
good fight.
good one, actually.
that's a noble fight.
Yeah.
That's a good fight.
Yeah. I'd pay. That's a pay-per-view fight that I'd pay for.
Yeah.
That's $49 I don't mind spending.
Yeah.
Gut instinct, Black Panther.
Iron Man. I gotta go with Iron Man.
Tony's my man.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Iron Man goes against Vader, I'll eat my hat.
I want to see Iron Man up against Vader. That's what I want.
I love Tony Stark. Don't get me
Yes.
wrong. I love Tony Stark.
You're very political when you start with your answers.
And because the thing is that I have to be, because I have to actually like analyze the characters on this, right? And I'm giving my reasoning, right? So then, because maybe some people don't think of certain things, right? So it's like, I love Tony Stark. Tony Stark is a great character. The thing is if you take Tony and T'Challa, take them and strip them of everything, right? Hand to hand, T'Challa's going to beat the living bejesus out of Tony.
Yeah, he's a legitimate warrior.
Yeah. Now, add on all the things they have. Tony does have an advantage when it comes to his suit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Except for one small thing, one small advantage that T'Challa has. By the point where we get to T'Challa in his own movie, they add kinetic energy to his suit.
Yeah, and
so basically,
David in the chat just said that too. The vibranium suit will absorb anything Tony throws at him.
Yeah, see, David, exactly. That's exactly what I was getting on right now. Was that anything that Tony throws at T'Challa, short of a nuclear bomb, is not going to phase T'Challa at all, and T'Challa is going to put that energy right back onto Tony.
Yeah, but does Tony have the Infinity Gauntlet?
I don't think he has even at this point.
Ooh.
I mean,
he could snap T'Challa out of existence,
right? Now he has all the vibranium.
Yeah,
I am Iron Man.
I'm going purely on character, and Iron Man is just to me a much. Just a better character, and I'm going also. I'm skewing it towards the MCU completely here. I mean,
yeah, we have to.
If it was the comics, if I was basing it just on the comics, I might go with Black Panther, but with the MCU, I gotta go with Iron Man. Gotta go with Tony.
All right, so who took it in the chats?
And I'm frozen.
Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3.
April, Phil said, Phil, you're picking Black Panther. We got it.
4, 5. 5 for Iron Man.
Love you, April.
And 1, 2.
Come on, Iron Man. I want to see Iron Man up against Vader.
3. For Panther.
I don't know if Iron Man will go up against Vader, though, because once anybody goes up against Scarlet Witch, it's done.
Yeah, we've seen in the past that Scarlet Witch pretty much wins every fight.
But then again, Padme made it to the 3rd round a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
so anything can happen here on the Disney
love you,
live
Pat.
stream.
Anything can happen.
I love the chat. The chat tends to vote with me. I
Sometimes
love
it's
you guys
ridiculous.
so much.
Terrible. So I think Iron Man walked away with it.
Looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can say walked away. I don't think he walked away with it. He's definitely limping though in Victor's lane.
He's limping a bit.
Pepper Potts is
He's asking Jarvis to do an analysis on how much his damage is.
Exactly.
We've got Nick Fury versus Thanos. Ow.
Oh, that's a shame.
No.
So long, Nick. That's a shame.
At this point, Thanos would just look at him and beat Nick Fury.
Yeah, you got to go Thanos on this one.
Squish.
Yeah.
He blinks and he's gone.
Look, we actually saw Thanos turn him into dust.
Yeah, true, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate the next one. I hate the next one.
Oh, who's gonna kill Loki?
Oh,
everybody's voting for Thanos in the chats.
Yeah.
The next one, Loki is about to get
I'm voting
ridiculously.
Thanos.
Yeah,
No.
nobody voted for Fury at all.
Wow.
I mean, we literally saw that one. All right, Thanos takes it. Next one, help me. It's Rocket and Loki.
Oh, that's another good. That's a good matchup.
That's not a bad
Yeah.
one.
That's not
Yeah.
bad.
Loki.
Loki
I
may not
mean,
I
Loki
think
may not
okay,
take
if
this
you're
one.
if you're this is we're gonna base it on like a fight. I actually think that Rocket could outsmart Loki.
Oh,
Yes.
Good too.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I was thinking too.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Loki is all magic and knives and yeah.
Yeah,
Rocket
Rocket's sneaky.
is ridiculously intelligent.
Yeah, Rocket.
Rocket is
he even
sneakier
says it.
than Loki.
He even says it to Tony Stark. He's like, "You're only a genius on Earth, pal." Like he is. I mean, he can figure out and just analyze Loki and figure
Wait.
out how to beat him.
But
Wait, but
Loki would be projecting himself, and I
Yeah,
don't know.
but Rocket could start figuring that out.
Yeah,
But wait,
Rocket's smart. Rocket's smart. and-
are
and
we doing
Rocket's
Rocket against-
real
Rocket
con
versus
artist, too.
Loki.
Are we doing Rocket versus Alligator Loki?
Yeah.
Rocket wins. Rocket wins
I'm
because
voting Rocket.
all alligator Loki has is he's an alligator, whereas because he doesn't use magic. He doesn't even use magic, right?
I mean,
He is intelligent, or Loki. Rocket is intelligent as shit. So I mean, like,
I mean, alligator Loki might eat Rocket, so
If
you
he
know.
catches him right,
he wouldn't be able to eat
Yeah.
Rocket because Rocket would be 10 steps ahead of him.
that's awesome.
We've got
Alright.
2 for
What's the
Rocket,
tally?
mostly Loki.
What's
One,
the tally
2, 3, 4.
It's
Five.
Loki.
There's only 6 for Loki, and there's 2 for Rocket, and I'm voting Rocket. That's 3
I'm
for
voting
Rocket.
Rocket.
I'm voting Rocket.
Oh, David just chimed in on
Oh!
the chat. Rocket. That's 5. Phil,
Rocket.
what did you
Rocket.
say?
Rocket.
Rocket.
Oh, so that's
No.
7-6 Rocket.
No, I voted.
Yes.
Did you count me, Loki?
Yeah.
She's like,
Yeah.
I demand a recount.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
See, Loki doesn't have an animatronic of himself at a Disney theme park, but
It's
Rocket
so
does.
true.
Just wait. Just wait.
Yeah, because there's
It's a
5
darn
in the
good one,
chat
too.
for Loki, plus you is 6. There's 7 Rocket. Ooh, Rocket Raccoon.
Rabbit, you live to see
Hook.
another day.
Oh, poor Loki.
Oh.
Oh, Phoenix is heartbroken. She won't be able to continue on with this.
Oh.
She
She
might
wanted to see Loki go up against Vader.
Yeah, that wouldn't happen.
He's my Padme.
Well, maybe it's not actually Rocket
In the
that
end-
won. Maybe it's Loki projecting himself as Rocket.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Okay? There, that saves
Loki
it. for you.
variant.
I love it.
by
He's a
Scarlet
Loki variant.
Yes.
Some people are actually saying that Rocket's like a Loki variant.
All right.
We know you don't want to write it down, but you got to write Rocket down.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
All right.
Vision versus Spider-Man.
Oh, that's another good one.
That's a hard
Yeah.
one.
That's
Julie's
not hard.
asking her to recount.
We recounted,
Does Vision have his own song?
right?
Nobody's going Vision.
Vision Man. Goes wherever a Vision can.
Yeah. Nope. It's Spider-Man.
So the
I,
Spirit wins.
Yeah, so Spider-Man up against Vision.
The Itsy Bitsy wins.
Spider-Man in his symbiote suit.
Yeah, that actually would be.
Spider-Man in a symbiote suit. That
Yeah,
that would be the winner right there.
Oh,
that
yeah.
would be awesome. We got
Thank
one,
you, April.
right? We got 1 for Vision. I'll vote Vision. I like Vision. I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
I love
I
Vision.
think it's gonna be
I love
Spider-Man.
Vision too, but not more than Spider-Man.
Vision is everything Jarvis and Tony and
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a couple more Visions there. Okay.
They did that in the movies. Again, in the comics, he's more Ultron than he is anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I absolutely love the actor. The actor's hilarious.
Yes.
Paul Bettany.
Oh, Betty.
Yeah.
Yes. But I also like Tom Holland. I think he's my favorite interpretation of
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
I agree with
certainly
that.
Of Peter Parker.
Yeah.
I love Tom Holland as Spider-Man. He's such a good Spider-Man.
He plays the awkward teenager perfectly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really
for sure.
amazing characters, yeah. Even though he's like in his 20s now, isn't he?
Yeah. He's in his early. Well, all of the, he and his two best friends in the movie. They're all the same age. Yeah, they're all in their 20s, but they do look high school still.
And the fact
and
that
he does a bang on perfect American accent.
He really does. And I like the fact that he was like, I don't know how American kids are, so he went to a high school for like a month to like research before he did it. And they're like, what are you, a foreign exchange student? And he's like, no, I'm actually the next Spider-Man, and nobody believed him.
I know. There's your method acting in the MCU.
Ned is cool too. I totally agree, Thomas.
We're gonna need to count those up because I think it's split in the chats.
Yeah.
Let's see.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Are we seeing that samurai inspiration here?
Oh, look, that's looking good. Look at that.
It's almost done. Just got to get the backside. Here.
6 Spider.
The backside of Vader.
Spider-Man.
The eighth wonder of the world.
1, 2.
3 Vision.
Yep.
3 Vision.
Mm-hmm.
So Spidey's taking it.
Spidey takes it.
Along came a spider.
That was a good movie. I like that movie.
Yeah.
We've got
Shout out to 90s Ashley Judd.
Well, this should be interesting. Cap versus Thor.
Oh.
Ooh.
Who is the Avenger?
I mean, we've seen this kind of fight, haven't we? We've seen this fight.
Yeah, man.
Dost mother knoweth you weareth her drapes? I don't.
That was such a
Oh.
Okay.
I swear, Tony is like the best character in Marvel because just the snarky ass replies that he has every time he goes up against anybody.
Yeah. Okay. Since nobody's speaking up, I'm gonna speak up then and say I'm gonna say Thor.
Okay, and David did just point out Cap lifted Mjolnir.
Yes.
Moljoner.
Let's
Taj
give him
Mahal.
the
Mjolnir.
Taj
Yes.
Mahal.
Mjolnir.
I know he did.
Mew Mew. I'm gonna call it Mew Mew.
I still love Thor. I've liked that character since back in the comics, and so I'm when I was a kid reading the comics. So.
Oh, April corrected me. Ashley Judd was in Kiss the Girls. You're right, because those were like both of the same book.
I did a movie with Ashley Judd.
Really?
Oh,
yeah. I mean, I didn't have a very big part, and I was mostly cut out of it. But I was in High
cool.
Crimes. Ashley
isn't
Judd
that
and
how
Morgan
it
Freeman.
goes? Who were you?
Yeah, I had to get the military haircut and everything, shave off my beard and mustache. I was a Marine colonel.
In what movie?
High Crimes. Don't look for me. You can't find me. It's I got almost completely edited out. But I still got paid. Nobody asked for the money back.
I was gonna say, I've seen that movie, and I was trying to like.
Wait, so who won this?
I want to see a scene of you being a Marine drill instructor.
Yeah.
What's that?
So I want to see a scene of you being a Marine drill instructor. I need to see this.
I don't know. I know it's not on my website anymore. I used to have a photo of me from the set. I look pathetic because I shave all this off and I look like 15 years younger. And at that time I was like 15 years younger, so I looked like a baby.
5 Cap.
There's only 2 for Thor in the chat.
I want to hear if you
Only
have
2?
like that fire.
Only 2.
No, there's
3.
4.
4.
4 for Thor. Well, I
Thor.
make 5 then.
Thor.
Anybody else voting Thor?
Where are you guys seeing 1, 2?
So
We've got
3,
the-
2.
I didn't scroll up far enough. Yeah. All right. Well, Cap's winning.
No,
Yeah.
Thor's winning.
Thor's winning.
Thor's got 4. 4 Thor.
4 for Thor.
And 4
I'm
for
voting
Cap.
Thor.
5 for Cap.
So
5.
5.
Oh, all right.
I thought he was taller than that. Okay.
I'm Cap.
I'm
Tom
going
Cruise?
with Cap. No, Thor. I'm going with Thor. I'm going to go Thor.
I'm going Cap. Cap's my favorite.
So 6.
Oh, Phil.
That's much taller.
No
Bill
pressure.
is the deciding factor.
Oh, now
no,
we're going
it's
to have
up
to hear
to
a
you.
30-minute dissertation as to why he's voting.
No, I already know who I'm picking. I already know who I'm picking, and it's going to upset you guys.
It's gonna go.
How is
It's
it
gonna
going
take
to
a while.
be
He's gonna
unless
keep
you
talking
don't
about
pick?
while he finds the missing piece on the floor there.
The only way it's going to upset us is if you don't pick.
Picking Thor.
All right,
Thor.
Look at that. Look at that. All right,
Thank
Thor.
you, Phil.
Wow.
All right, next is Ant-Man versus Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
Who versus Scarlet Witch?
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Oh man.
Yeah, I mean,
Dang.
come on. It's the Scarlet Witch.
Oh well. Bug is squashed. Okay.
Exactly, right?
It's Scarlet Witch. I'm voting Scarlet Witch.
I'm really suspecting it's going to be Space Wizard versus Earth Wizard. Earth Witch.
You Earth wench!
It would be cool if it was Thor up against Vader, so it says his hammer versus Vader's lightsaber.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I really want to see some magic here, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thomas is going out on a limb and being the only one for Ant-Man so
Yes.
far.
Odd man out over here.
All right.
I respect that,
literally-
Thomas. I
I
respect
really
that.
do. I really do.
I've already written it down. We all know who's going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they keep coming in. Scarlet.
Yeah.
Wanda. Like Wanda.
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 It's a Wanda.
And April says, and stop letting Phil make the final decision. He always lets me down.
Oh.
Maybe we should make Phil vote first.
All right, what do we got next?
Iron Man versus Thanos.
Oh, we've seen that one.
Iron Man versus
Yep.
Thanos.
Oh, you're not the
Iron
only
Man
one
versus
cursed with
Thanos.
knowledge, Stark.
We saw that one, and they
Yeah,
both
we know
Yeah.
how that
didn't
comes out.
survive.
Yes.
I gotta go Thanos.
Hmm.
Thanos 2.0 lost, but Thanos OG original Tridge beat him.
I kind of want to see if Thanos can go up against Scarlet Witch.
Well, you know how that one turns out for sure.
I know.
Yeah.
But being that both of them fought in both movies, Iron Man and Thanos, and it was almost equal. And the only reason why Tony won is because he had the gauntlet. So
Yeah.
I got to go Thanos.
Yeah, but the only reason Thanos was able to wipe half of everybody out was because he had the gauntlet. So-
True, but when he was fighting him, he did have to use whatever Infinity Stones he had to beat all of them. But so no, you
True.
are correct.
Snuffed the heck out of Loki. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a Vader
Okay,
helmet. Look at that thing.
It is.
Turn the light on, Phil. Phil,
Yeah, I
turn the
know.
light on. We can't. It's too dark.
Yeah.
There we go. Wait.
Even
Yeah,
with
there
the
we
light, it
Turn
just
the
like
light inside this time. There we go.
it like reflects a lot on it, but like
Impressive. Most impressive.
most impressive.
Pretty good. Okay, I'm voting for Iron Man. I'm voting for Tony Stark
Iron Man. Yeah, I got it.
because he is the MCU.
All right.
There's only 2 in the chat for Iron Man, though. Just FYI. So it
He's
looks
also-
like Thanos is winning.
Man.
Yeah.
I just want to see Thanos kick Vader's butt.
I don't know,
they do.
man. I don't know if that would happen.
All right.
Hey, Phil, you want to take it? You got to give some stuff away while we're still making some votes.
Yeah, so guys, actually in the chat right now, everybody that's in the chat, number one, I'm going to do the car first, just because that's the one I do every week. Okay, so anybody who wants a McLaren, if you want to do or if you want to win one of these McLarens here before I do the Mickey and Minnie, right there, one of these guys right here, little mini McLarens, go ahead and just type here in the chat. And I will enter you guys in to win one of these McLarens before I do the Mickey and Minnie draw. Did we get any invites on this, or is there anybody here that was invited by somebody today for this? This is your first time on the stream?
I was going to say that the people that I invited said here
I
last
invited
week,
him.
so-
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
He's just standing here waiting to go up against Thanos. That's all.
Guys, go ahead and continue. So while that's going on,
Yeah.
I'll say
So
this.
while he's handling that. What's next up?
We've got Rocket versus Spider-Man.
Oh man.
You murdered Loki, and now, yeah, Rocket's gonna go into Spider-Man.
Wow.
Gotta go Rocket.
I'm
Rocket.
gonna go
underdog.
Rocket too.
He's the underdog in this one. I'm going
that
Rocket.
hurts because I really like Spider-Man, but I'm gonna go with Rocket. I never thought I'd fall for that character so much, but I really like that character.
I swear, if Rocket goes against Vader,
Oh wow, that would be so cool. It would last all of. If it was a real fight, it would last all of like half a minute, but it would still be great.
he might steal
He'd get out
Vader's
one good
lightsaber.
zinger before Vader killed him. So,
He might steal Vader's lightsaber. You never know.
that's
Right.
true. What?
Captain Universe Spider-Man. Oh, look at the deep cut. Okay. We're going Rocket versus Spider-Man.
The whole
I
chat
ultimately
with
go-
Rocket.
Really?
Yeah,
You're going Rocket? I'm
it's all
surprised.
Rocket so
I
far.
actually went Spider-Man, but I mean,
Yeah. You got one Spider-Man from Thomas, but yeah,
Oh,
everybody
Thomas,
else.
yeah. Everybody else is Rocket.
well, David
Rocket.
said Spider-Man too, and he was saying Captain Universe Spider-Man, which is essentially the symbiote Spider-Man, Black Suit Spider-Man.
Mhm.
All right. I think it's safe to say Rocket's got it.
That surprised me.
Yep.
Yeah, shocking.
Thor versus Scarlet Witch.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Just because of WandaVision, and we saw how powerful she truly is, and she almost single-handedly took down. I mean,
Thanos,
because
yeah.
in hand-to-hand combat, Thanos beat Thor.
Yeah.
He beat the hell out of him, and then I mean he was knocked out.
Mhm.
Scarlet Witch showed up and just used her powers and was stripping his armor off of him. I mean, and they didn't have to fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, when
yeah.
she first met Thor, she already beat him.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. Okay, those are very good arguments.
Oh, everybody's going. We got one for Thor.
Scarlet Witch.
Yep.
I'm gonna vote Scarlet Witch.
Sorry.
Sorry, Julie.
Yeah, no, Scarlet Witch for sure. I'm sorry.
I wanted to vote Thor, but I gotta vote for Wanda.
Wanda wins.
Wanda wins.
The argument always comes down to that in comics or movies, she is the strongest character.
Victor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only person in the MCU that probably rivals her at all is the most OP character that has no explanation, Captain Marvel,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because
True.
they don't explain enough to why. I mean, she's really just Kree, and it's like she shouldn't really be that strong, but she is.
I've
You
never cared for that character in any form in the comics or anywhere. It just not a very. I don't know why, but I've never thought Captain Marvel was a very interesting character.
She's better as Miss Marvel. I always liked her better as Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
When she
Yeah.
goes like full on Kree augmentation, she wasn't as interesting to me.
Yeah.
But real quick, let's take a pause real quick here, and let's go ahead and run the pinwheel on the first one here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Go ahead and share my
Somebody
screen.
told me I froze again.
Oh no.
Yep.
At least I'm not in a goofy pose.
Right?
All right, here we go.
All right, what do we got?
So the first one here is
Oh.
just these four people because these are the only people that want a car.
Wow.
So
Really?
You have so many more people in
Hang
there.
on.
I know.
Hang on.
So many more people in the chats, dude.
My mom and her friends and Thomas Wong.
Yeah.
Julie, do you want one? Like Tyler?
Put Vader in.
He already won one. Tyler
Oh,
actually won.
What about Empress Gem?
Put our.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Squints is getting in here.
All right.
You got Empress Gem. You got David.
David already has one, so he
But
was
I've already won one.
Add Drew. Add Drew. I was gonna say that's a little I'd just say Darth Vader. I'm the Dark Lord.
Oh, and it fits.
If I win it, I give it to a kid at the next convention I do.
Oh
Yeah, there we
Nice.
go.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we can get behind that.
Yep. His Highness Drew. That's awesome. I think the Dark Lord of the Sith should just win based on that because it takes
Yeah.
up 90% of
whole
the
thing, right?
No, make it fair. Spin it.
Last chance here. Anybody else want to get their name in there?
Oh heck, put me in.
Why not? Let's go.
Why not? Why the heck not?
If I win, he gets it. Drew gets it because I want to donate to the kid.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's go for the spin.
Thomas.
What the heck?
Thomas for like the 9th time.
Wow.
I swear to God, this is fixed.
Are you
And I'm
sure
not
you're
even
not
thinking
using
it.
some kind of Jedi mind tricks here, Thomas?
Thomas won another one.
Jesus.
Wow.
Wow.
Is he paying you for this? Is this?
There's no way
That's
that I'm
amazing.
doing this. It's a random number generator.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah,
believe you.
it's like it's totally random, but that's amazing.
Are you sure it's not a
I told you, Thomas,
Long
last
generator?
week. You got to drop the G off the end of your name. You're Thomas 1.
It's a random number generator. There is no way that I'm not picking this at all.
Oh,
If he wins the Mickey and Minnie, then I give up. I have to use another wheel on the
No,
next
if he wins
Right?
Mickey and Minnie, then he goes up against Vader at the end of this whole thing.
yeah, there we go.
Oh, look at that. Thomas said
He'll
we're
take out Thanos and Vader.
Thomas is giving it to see Andrew Nelson.
Oh, okay. Well,
And
then
he
I'm
said-
giving it to the kid at the next convention I do.
He said your name alone wins it.
Oh,
The Dark Lord of the Sith, His Highness Drew.
Yeah.
I'll
I mean,
take-
you're
I'll
gonna
take
give it out
photos
to a
or
kid.
Videos of me giving it to
Yeah.
somebody.
Kid's gonna love it.
Drew, after this, shoot me an address you want me to ship this to.
You got it.
All right, man. This being done, let's go ahead and finish the or get into the next round of the bracket here, and I'm gonna get the
And I'll
next.
tell you what, Thomas, since you're doing that, you give them an address to send something to you, and I will send you a signed photo.
What?
Oh.
Oh,
address. I will get that to you later on here.
This is all rigged. All of
I
it.
love it. I
All
love
of
it.
it.
Oh, look at me.
All right,
I'm frozen, but I'm happy. Look at that.
all right, Phoenix. While he's
All right.
getting the next one up, what do we got?
Thanos versus Rocket.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thanos.
yeah. Because I mean,
if it's a an actual battle, it's Thanos. But if it's based on
Dang.
just which character do I like more, it's Rocket.
Probably Rocket.
Rocket, yeah.
I'm going to vote for Rocket.
where's Aaron Thick when we need it? Because to him, that's not a valid argument, and he would be
Oh,
so pissed
true.
off right now.
That's just too
True.
bad.
'Cause
Yeah.
he'd be like, you can't just do that because you like him. Yeah, I can. It's America. I can do that.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
called
Vader,
a
you gonna argue with
decision.
me?
I don't know. I'm gonna go Thanos.
I gotta go Thanos.
Rocket.
Phil, do you have all the names in for everybody for the Minnie and Mickey?
Yeah. So there's only 4 people that are on this, but they all have multiple entries.
Right. So you have to like split it. You have to like break them up.
So what I'm doing is I've got them all on here. I'm gonna go ahead and randomize them here.
Okay.
Oh, there's no randomizer on this one.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to put them each name. Because like, okay, who has like the most? Like Thomas, right? He's got like
Phoenix actually has the most.
right. Okay, so you're gonna have to like put her name and then someone else's name and then her name and then some like 2 more people's name and then her name, right? To break it all up.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of just like throw random names in here.
Well, we'll just put them in brackets and we'll all vote on them.
Right.
All right, we've
So
got
so who won that one? Thanos? Because
1, 2, 3 Thanos,
me, Thanos.
and then 4th Thanos.
I'm a Rocket.
Rocket, and then Rocket goes 1, 2, 3,
2,
4, 5.
Wait. So what did you guys vote?
I'm voting.
So right now, It's 4 or 5, including Drew, right? So 4 or 5. That's including my vote. So you 3 need to vote because it's 4 to 5.
Ouch.
Unless anybody else wants to vote in the chats.
Rocket.
Rocket. I'm a rocket.
Yes.
All right, so 6 to 4.
Yeah, let's get to the end of this Marvel bracket. How many more brackets do we have?
So Rocket just beat Thanos?
So, yeah, it's 7-4.
Oh, wow. All right.
Hey,
Write
yeah,
it down.
So, David, about
Okay.
that, last week we talked about it, but yeah, he worked at ILM for a good amount of years.
Yes, I worked at ILM on a lot of different films. The Star Wars prequels and Galaxy Quest and Jurassic Park 3 and Perfect Storm and The Time Machine and yes, and then other effects on other films outside of ILM as a freelance visual effects consultant. So yeah,
You pretty much just named like ILM's golden age right there.
Yeah.
it wasn't bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
What do you
Okay,
got?
so we go Scarlet Witch versus Rocket.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch, yeah.
Scarlet Witch. I mean,
Scarlet Witch is going up against Vader.
yeah.
Scarlet Witch is going
Okay,
up
I'm
against
just going to say
Vader.
Rocket, even though I know it's not going to matter.
Scarlet Witch against.
We called this from like the beginning. It was like
I know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at everybody's going Scarlet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, Thomas. You gotta love Thomas 1 because
Yeah, all right, Thomas, my man.
going.
oh, look at Bird said Rocket too.
Yeah, it's still not gonna
okay.
matter.
Yeah,
It's not gonna matter.
three Scarlet.
Thank
Witches.
you.
Scarlet.
Like voting Democrat in
Scarlet.
Texas, it doesn't matter. So
Everything's made up and the points don't matter.
exactly.
All right. I think it's safe to say Scarlet.
Yep.
Yep,
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch.
All right.
So-
So
Wow.
All right, so before we jump into this, let's go back to the. We're gonna keep the suspense going. We're gonna announce the Mickey and Minnie win here.
Ooh.
All right. So this is how I have it set up.
Mm-hmm.
There is no favoritism here. If Thomas wins, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm freaking done. I'm freaking done.
We're gonna laugh for the next 10 minutes. That's what's gonna
Because
happen.
Thomas, I love you. You are a good friend, but at the same time, you win everything, and I don't know how.
This is hilarious. Well, maybe it's Thomas vision. We don't know. Maybe he's manipulating everything.
Maybe
Oh,
it
Yeah.
is.
God.
All right, guys. Drum roll, please.
All right, so who's got the least amount here?
Ray.
All right, come on, Ray.
Ray DeLeon only has 2.
I know.
I mean, my sister's on there. I should probably vote for her, but come on, Ray.
It's your sister. Is she still on the stream right now?
No, dude, she's in Florida. They only
I
they
figured they were
listen
off
for
by
like
now.
a little bit.
I was gonna say, shoot her a text and let her know she won.
I will right now.
And I have her address because I literally just sent her shirts. So, so she's gonna get another win in the mail here.
Congratulations, sissy.
Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Sorry,
They put
Thomas.
a lot of work in to get those in. They were the first ones to actually get people into the stream. So I mean, like
That's cool.
one of them actually, one of the people that got in was your mother. So
Yeah.
Seems like a bad joke.
I know.
Right?
It's like, you know who's in the stream? Your mom.
Oh my God.
All right. So
All right.
Jeez.
All right, chat, do your thing. It's Scarlet Witch versus Vader.
Okay, so this is greatest Star Wars versus Marvel. You got to build it up, Phoenix. You can't just be
All right,
like, yeah,
all
all right, Scarlet or Vader. Fuck, let's do this. Come on.
Yeah,
This is
acting like you got a bus to catch or something.
You got Vader in the stream up against
That's right.
Scarlet Witch.
She's not here.
Who's not here?
She's not here to represent herself. This man is in the trenches with us.
She's not here
Right?
at all.
Here with you.
Chaos magic versus
Magic
the
versus
Force.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, man, this is
I mean,
actually a
they're
tough one. This really
Pretty
is.
much the same thing.
Oh, look, we're getting a lot of Vaders in the chat here.
Yes.
I just have to go with. I mean, I will go with my childhood Vader because he's been around the longest. I love Wanda, but it's too new. You know what I mean? It's like, no offense to anybody, it's like Scientology. We don't recognize it because it's too new. It's got to be old. It's got to be old. So we need.
Technically, she's been around longer than Vader has.
No, she hasn't.
But here's the thing.
She came up in 1974, I think was her debut.
If you went to a small cafe in the middle of Liechtenstein,
I like
or
where
you
you're
went
going
out
with this.
to an obscure area somewhere in Botswana, are they going to know who Scarlet Witch is?
No.
No. Are
No.
they going to know who Vader is?
Exactly.
Quite possibly.
Yes.
The
love
most
it.
recognizable character ever.
Wise Vader is a much larger character.
Yeah.
And I got to base it off of that, man.
Kind of running away with Vader right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that could beat Vader right now is Gene Simmons. As far as like recognizable.
Nice.
Actually, my very first exposure to Star Wars was that scene where Luke is trying to talk Vader into turning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was my and like I was like, "What's that? What's that thing? What's that thing in black?"
Mm-hmm.
What's that thing in black?
I was 5. I mean,
Yeah. Well, my first exposure to the character was seeing the original Star Wars trailer. You know, somewhere in space. This may all be happening right now, and there's a shot of Vader in that thing, and I thought, oh my gosh, what is that?
yeah. I mean, Vader just captures you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the best entrances of any character in any movie.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Luke just kind of, the hallway scene. You know.
Okay, guys, so I have to ask, of the people in this chat, except for Drew, because I know he votes for Vader.
You don't know. Why don't you ask him?
He's been both.
Drew, what's your vote?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking a bit. Vader.
Vader. So that's 8, because in the chat there's 7, so that's 8.
Yep.
What's everybody else voting for?
Vader.
I gotta go Vader.
9, 10. So of 13.
I do like I like David's point though. The Force can't bend reality.
It's true.
True.
She could wrap him up in a fictitious reality and beat him that way.
So I've been waiting to do this because I knew that Vader was going to win. And the winner is... And now we know who the winner is.
I mean, I think we kind of knew.
All right, that's
as much as you can play without getting the copyright
Much
strike.
as we can legally play.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, between Marvel and Star Wars, the greatest character. Yes.
Get a little toy here.
Vader.
There we go.
Vader.
I like it.
Vader.
I'm not mad at it.
And
I'm not mad.
technically, Vader is a Marvel character. There were Marvel comics.
There were Marvel comics
of Star Wars.
Oh, was he?
How's that for meta?
Yes. Now,
Wow.
I'm just going to throw this out there for people who don't know this, and you might actually know this, Drew. But Rocket Raccoon is actually based on a concept from a Star Wars comic book.
Oh, interesting.
There were so originally in the Star Wars comics when they first came out, there was a rebel pilot that was a bunny.
Ah, yeah.
and Marvel took that concept and decided, oh, we're gonna go and expand on these characters, and ended up bringing them over to the Marvel side, and that Bunny ended up becoming Rocket Raccoon's girlfriend.
Interesting.
So there are characters. Rocket Raccoon wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Star Wars, essentially.
Okay, so what you're saying is this bracket meant nothing.
Exactly.
Come on, man. Households have been divided. Okay, there are couples therapy like sessions set up, and now you just hit
We
them with
just
that. Like,
almost
I'm
spent
sorry.
5 hours
And
for absolutely
I'm
nothing.
sorry, hold on. Just keep
Two
doing this together 3
episodes.
times.
man,
all right, guys. Well, we've gone overtime like crazy.
I got to get my kid to bed, so I got to chime off, guys. It's
So-
been a
so-
pleasure.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead and plug your pluggables here, man.
Yes. If anybody wants to find out more about me and why I was even invited here, you can go to candrewnelson.com, my official website,